Alright, we're back. Part 2. So, you guys are still in the jungle. You slept. You awoken. It's a new day. A few more days of travel ahead of you. Nobody's dead yet. Today is going to be no rain again. And today is going to be normal temperatures.
What are you doing?
It is the 8th day of Mythal.
It's the 10th.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't freaking know. Is it really the 10th?
Oh, not here.
Yeah. You didn't advance any of the days of our travel.
Yeah, I did.
Nope.
Yeah.
No, I don't think he even. Well, with the day at the
Oh, on the yeah, we
house
talked about it, but you didn't actually advance it in the game.
that I had to unclick my spell slots.
We were also already on the 8th day.
That too, yeah.
Time's passing.
Can we join the travel so that I would talk to the other people in the party on stuff about what me and Archie talked about as well? And then I don't know if they showed interest on stuff and stuff.
I assume that was before we were sleeping, so we were all there.
Oh, was it? Okay. I wasn't sure if it was. Okay, perfect.
Awesome. Well, and what's the plan today, guys?
Tally ho!
Tally ho.
2 hexes.
Should we
hexes,
try to
normal
avoid
speed.
that? Try to avoid that area still, or do you think they'd still be there?
No, we're past them now.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, that was the
Yeah,
whole
we
point
pushed
of pushing
forward.
forward past them.
No, I thought we went around a little bit. Same idea.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah. Anybody? Do we want to change up anything? Or we?
I think the way that we have it going right now is a pretty good call.
Yeah.
You know, have us navigate. So, and especially like another day without rain,
Yeah.
foraging for food and water is more important.
As long as I roll good on
Yeah.
what I
I
find.
think, and then I think on days maybe we don't need food and water, Ryan. If you wanted to, you could scout for points of interest. So
Yeah.
you could kind of balance between
Totally.
between. I know that's something you like to do. Kind of go up.
I like to be outdoors.
Yeah.
I want to be free.
Free falling. Okay, so you're in undead territory. Okay, so navigation is Quillen and Archie?
Yeah.
Okay, scouting. Who's scouting? Anyone? Aelin? Hazards? Yeah. Okay. Blackwind, you're foraging again?
Yeah. I don't know if this helps you look at it faster too, but I wrote it on my special defenses. So when you look at party sheet, it says foraging in my special defenses up on the.
Oh,
side.
that doesn't help me.
As long as you remember it, Ryan.
Yeah.
Okay. I just saying if there's something that easy for you to look at to see, but if it doesn't allow you to see it quick, then
What's Donna Quinn doing?
I was defending. Do you still want me defending on stuff? Do you want me looking for points of interest? Or?
Up to you. The thing is, defending is a second line of defense, but point of interest is also, we might find somewhere safer. We might find so it's kind of a give or take because yeah.
Points of interest now. So in uncharted territory might be good too.
Sure.
That would be fun.
It is, especially
it also
if you roll good.
determines what's in the hexes around you before you go into them too.
Okay, yeah, I'll switch to that. That seems like a good thing to possibly avoid something as well.
Okay. And then Jonah, what are you doing?
Cinderberries.
Cinderberries. Excellent. Let's do it. But first, a word from our mapping sponsors. There we go.
These bets will not
Hey,
let you.
pop-up ads.
They will
Pop-up ads in the middle.
Yeah,
They-
sorry. Let's do it. Roll that navigation roll. You guys are too good at this game.
That's better.
We gotta do something well.
Nobody's defending this time, right? No. Oh, sorry. I'm skipping scouting. So let's do scouting. So hazards, and then scouting for points of interest.
And that's my last bonus.
Yeah. Okay.
What's the points of interest roll?
That's a wisdom survival check.
That I didn't mean. I don't know how I did that when I was.
That's supposed to be in tower too, by the way.
I know it wasn't. Also, it was meant to be awesome. And I picked it up, and then all of a sudden, at the same time, I picked it up and threw one down. It did both. I was like, "What?"
Magic. Okay. And foraging, food and water. Blackwind.
Forage.
Forage.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, sure. He doesn't get a wah wah wah.
Blackwind, you are unsuccessful finding any potable water or edible items. Anything you do find seems to have a level of blight and rot on it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it might be. If there is anything here, it'll probably be really tough.
Yeah, so you guys will need to eat rations and drink the water today. It's not raining, so and
Thankfully, we have the jug.
foraging for Cinderberries. I couldn't remember what you said.
Yay.
You are unable to find any Cinderberries. You find a bushel of them but when you pick them, they are rotting and kind of like overripe and have little spots on them and stuff. You don't think they'd be safe to eat.
Even though the DC's 15.
Not an undead
Typical
territory.
DC is 15.
I might eat one anyway.
Undead territory may affect certain rolls at certain times.
Alright, so we're eating rations today, and we'll be using the jug, I'm assuming, for water.
Oh, yes, water, not acid. Okay,
One day.
And
that's okay.
No,
Well,
you're
it's
acid.
good. It's good.
What was that, Andre?
and insect salve because it's not raining.
Right. It's not raining.
Yes, the entire day you guys are moving through this kind of sickly territory. There is okay, so let me tell you first. So for your points of interest, so Sean, you are able to determine. So you see the path on. So here, I'll just point to them. So these three squares, or three hexes, as you're traveling to the north of you, it's all very similar, heavy jungle, undead territory. And also these ones here. So on both sides, undead territory. Not like heavily, but just the same as you're in. So this whole area seems to be pretty much tainted. You also do with your roll. You know that up ahead, in the next square up, right here, if you can see it, another pointer in that hex there. Oh,
Stay.
here you go, Rocket. Wait. Amanda's leaving to go get something, so I'm distracting my dog with a treat. So in this, ow! Be gentle!
Did he just eat your hat?
Gomer. Jeez, little chomper. Right. So sorry. In this hex here, you can see that there is a.
He just ran out. I hope that's okay.
That's fine. The jungle actually kind of ends, and you can see probably that you'll be moving into more mountainous terrain in that hex, as well as the hex to the south of it. It's the hex to the south of it. It's mostly jungle, but there is some mountainous terrain in the northwest of that hex as well. And also, you are fairly positive that there is some sort of like little bit of like swampy wetland, and you're fairly certain that there is a larger settlement as well in that hex. You assume probably Dungrunglung, but it's actually closer to over here.
They're moving.
So that's what's around you coming up. Hazards. Well, the morning passes without incident. The afternoon, however...
Converge.
We're all a bunch of children.
Here.
Oh. Well... Luckily, you guys got the good roll.
Ah, yes.
You're welcome.
What's there? So in the afternoon, you, Andre, come across. Because you're the one looking for hazards, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Andre, in the afternoon, you come across what looks to be a long abandoned campsite. You're not sure if people got lost in the jungle or what. There's some bones of what looks like pack animals about. No signs, and they're like fully bones. Like they're not even like rotting. So must have been here for a while. There's no signs of whoever these pack animals were, but they were dragging what looks like kind of rudimentary, kind of like sledges, and attached to them are 4 large casks that are still stoppered and sealed, even after however much time this is. A quick examination shows you that these casks are full of tej.
Oh shit!
Right.
There are 4 literal like kegs of tej just strapped to the backs of these like rotted, broken sledges that are attached to these long dead pack animals.
Well,
Why was someone carting this through in the middle of the jungle?
Well, maybe
Not
they were
lost.
taking it to the ground. Maybe they like Tej. I don't know.
And then
Maybe.
they're gonna make some toes.
But so it is. I mean, technically, you can drink tej instead of water if you wanted to,
yeah.
Oh,
but it is
Yeah.
alcoholic. So
And
Quillen would be bottoms up for sure.
I like
But-
it.
But I mean, assuming everyone else is cool, right?
I
I'm
think at least
fine. I
having
think-
it today would be nice.
Yeah.
is
mean,
Quillen
one-
asking if any of us are narcs?
As in,
Are
like,
you,
tell the
are you of
crowd.
age? I mean, I know I'm of age.
Well, I mean, the more we drink, the less we have to carry. That's my logic.
I mean,
I like the way you think.
are we thinking of carrying any of these? I mean,
I'm not gonna carry any, but I'm gonna
No.
drink up tonight.
I think even that would be a lot for Gerald.
Yeah. How much do they weigh?
oh, sorry. Yeah. So these are 1 gallon casks.
Oh,
they're
they're
not-
personal
Oh.
cake.
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just reading. 1 gallon cask costs. Yeah. So they're worth like. You've seen them for sale in the bars in Port Nine Zaro for like 3 silver a cask. They're not super expensive, but there's enough in there that you could you know, there's enough to drink instead of water today, so there's 4 of them. So if you want to drink it, it would just be a simple con check, just to see how well you hold your liquor.
Cinderberry, anybody?
Those would be $50 here, like in the real world. Like
Oh yeah, thing like
people
that.
like a wooden cask like type
Yeah,
thing.
little
Like,
personal
oh,
one.
oh my god, people would.
I'll take a
Andre,
Cinderberry.
you've got a personal little individual cask, right?
So Cinderberry requires you to drink more. Remember, it dehydrates you.
And he was so offended he left.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know. He
so
offered a
cute.
Cinderberry.
I don't think it's a gallon though. Might be.
Maybe.
A gallon is roughly 4 liters, so it's like
Or yeah, no, yeah, definitely not a gallon.
Yeah, Andre, I will give you one guess as to who has made his own cask to age his whiskey in.
Oh, I don't know. I feel like it could be Adam Core, but
It's
really it could
absolutely-
be anybody.
Our buddy Adam, coworker, he's all about shit like that. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, we can.
He makes
Any
his
that
own
are left
salt.
Any that are left, Gerald can carry those, or you can put them in the bag of holding.
Isn't
I
a
don't think
gallon
there's gonna be a
roughly
lot
4
left.
liters?
Depends who's all drinking.
Yeah, a gallon's 4
So, I
liters,
mean-
yeah.
I don't think that's even enough for all of us, though, right? We have to do a gallon of water a day, right?
I thought it was a liter.
We need 1 water skin a day.
Weird.
Typically.
Food and water. 1 unit of water. Water skins weigh
had-
5 pounds and provide 1 unit of water.
Yeah,
Water skins have
it's-
4 pints.
A
And
wine
there's-
or water skin
there's,
is generally
A water skin is a half gallon.
Half gallon. So we can get
Yeah.
2 for
So 2
so we
gallons.
can drink 3 of them, and we'll have
to
one
cover
left
the
over.
party.
I'm
Yeah.
not going to drink any of the Tej.
Oh,
We're in undead territory. I don't want to dull my senses in any way.
Donovan is not either.
I'm not going to drink to get shit faced, but
I mean,
mean-
you're drinking a whole keg.
Not initially.
I'm drinking
Half
a
a
whole
keg.
keg.
We
But I
can
don't
mix
think
it with water to that way
Ugh.
you spread it out, and it's not for happy drinking. It's for sustainability.
yeah, just
I
like our
look at-
forefathers.
They look at
Let
you
them
as
drink.
like, what?
Yeah, like that, like what they used to do on chips and stuff. It would be
Yeah,
it'd be
grog.
yeah, but it would be
What? Nah, he knows enough not to shit face himself, but
All right.
it might be enough to maybe cause the con check.
Sure.
But whatever.
I'm going will follow Blackwind's lead.
I'm gonna drink a
I'll-
half keg.
I like
Okay.
Tej though. It's nice change to water.
Sure. So you guys drink, what is that, cask and a half? Or does Jonah drink it too? 2 casks?
Yeah. Yeah, 2 casks. We'll have 2. But we'll have some left over.
All right.
Nothing else to note on these poor souls,
No.
or what left of them.
I found a sign here that says Donner Party, but I don't know what that.
Party of 5. Where's the others? Oh no.
But yeah, otherwise, I mean, other than the sickly plants and the difficulty in finding like anything useful, like as you guys are moving about, yeah, if you guys can, you're drinking half a cask each. That's not too bad. You guys are okay.
They had a drink.
yeah. It's not.
It's not too much.
Not too much.
It's a couple glasses, like larger glasses of beer.
Be like 3 pints, 4 pints, something. I don't even know how much a pint is. I hate that.
Yeah.
It's like
4 pints.
Like- 4 pints, roughly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was something like that.
But yeah, other than the it is like strangely, kind of just quiet and unnerving as you're moving through the jungle, despite what our current sounds make it seem.
I'd also suggest we probably, maybe if we're in that territory, let's maybe go up to the tree branches if there's anything worthwhile like that.
Oh, I assumed we were already doing that.
Tie ourselves to some branches while sleeping. Well, or at least
Yeah.
loop ourselves so we don't fall out of a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
kind of standard
100%.
MO when you guys have been traveling in zombie territory. So
Yeah, I just wasn't sure if that was actually something we should probably mention, so I figured.
But yeah, the night passes. In the morning, it's just kind of a dreary day, kind of overcast. However, even with the cloudy weather, no rain in the forecast today. The jungles is it hot? Let's find out. Um, it's normal. So, and you can see because of your scouting that so in the distance, it is going to be kind of mountainous terrain. Now you guys know or have been told that the River Tariki kind of originates in this area. So I don't know if you want to travel through this particular hex here, you'll be moving into mountainous terrain. It will slow you down, so you won't move 2 squares if you want to go into that one. So you can go there, and then assuming that this maybe is you don't know if that's mountainous or what that's like that one, or you could kind of head this way. It's up to you.
I mean, for sure, that's looks to be the same crappiness that
Yeah,
we're in right now.
undead jungle. This would so going this way would get you out of that kind of blighted jungle into the mountainous terrain, but it would be slower going because it's much rougher to climb up there.
Probably be better.
Sorry,
I
go ahead.
have a. I was gonna say it seems finding anything that of sustenance is very like hard, if not almost unlikely in this area. So if we want to forage for food, I would suggest we
Yeah.
get to the mountains and take the slower speed
I
versus
agree.
I can.
traveling through undead.
I
Yeah.
also we're looking for the river, right? And we know it originates in the place that around where Donequin saw down south. So if we go into this one, then we can scout again surrounding areas and then potentially looking for Firefinger, which we know is somewhere up here, and the river. It might give us a better vantage to.
You get some elevation above the jungle for sure.
Yeah, I think that's probably a better bet.
I can get us some rain for today. If we think I think that'll be helpful.
I think we're good on water, right? Are we not with the jug?
I mean, we've had 2 days without rain,
But we also got
so
the dish.
yeah. But that means our water skins are empty, and we have nothing today.
Yeah.
Now, how many tesh do we have left over?
2
Two.
casks.
So enough for
4 people.
Not
people.
every.
Yeah,
Because we
Potentially
drink
better.
2 water spoons a day.
Yeah, and then the jug.
Right.
We're
With
mov-
the tip
Yeah.
and the jug would I think would cover.
I think so. Yeah.
But we're also moving into potentially better source of foraging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I leave
Why
it up to you
don't-
guys. I'm just offering.
Let's do the Tej and jug today. We'll save the rain if we don't find what we're looking for today with the scouting and stuff. Because if we find the river, then it's not that we're good, right? But if we
Yeah.
don't find the river and it gets like really hot tomorrow, we might need the rain and the jug or something. You know, like we might want to.
Sure. Yep.
we're able
Save
to
it
do
for
that
a
once a day,
hot
no matter
day.
what, though, right? It's
Well,
a
because
once
if
a
it's
day.
a really hot day, we need double, which means the jug isn't enough. So we should
Mhm.
save the rain potentially for a hot day, right?
That's what I'm thinking too. Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
only do the rain once, and then
Yeah.
by the whims of the land, it returns.
I like that. I like the description. By the whims of Mother Nature.
Yeah.
Yeah, so because we have the jug and the Tej, let's go with those, save the rain, and hopefully we'll spot the river. And if we don't, we've got the backup if it gets hot. Okay.
All right.
Mhm.
Sounds good. So then that means it's the 11th, right?
Yes.
All right.
Nervous.
So you're
I was
moving. You now obviously you can try to push yourselves at a fast pace to try to get through the square faster, but you're just gonna go normal speed.
I'm fine with normal.
I'm
Yeah.
fine with it. Like I said, we're not in
Okay.
a super rush. I'd like to safely get out of this.
All right. Is anybody changing? So you will be in mountainous terrain. Is anybody changing what they're doing, or same roles?
I can make a safe assumption that it looks like it's not blighted as much where we're going, right?
Yeah, from what
It's
Donovan saw,
looking
it's
healthier.
yeah.
Okay,
So
I'll stick with the foraging myself then.
should I help with navigation or with scouting for points of interest? What do we think is?
I think points of interest.
Yeah.
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 Wasn't that what I was doing? Oh, are you helping with it?
Gonna help.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Um,
decide whether I should help with navigation or searching for
Um,
points.
is there a reason why Jonah doesn't help people with this stuff?
Yeah, because I have a really low survival score, but I have advantage to find all the stuff. So it's basically, I'm better at that than other stuff.
Right.
Yeah,
And
he
it's
gets
to my character.
back on it. Corey, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
If we were traveling, and so say we traveled into the square, we didn't find any points of interest, and we were here. Could theoretically we spend the next day in this square and everybody search for points of interest or something? Like,
Yeah.
is it
If you
possible
don't
to
want
not
to
travel
move, yeah, absolutely.
and keep trying?
You can, yeah,
Okay.
you don't have to move. You can stay where you are and just try again. If you almost positive you should find something, you can spend the time
Yeah.
and not
So
travel.
we could forego navigating because we're not moving to
Yeah,
like look for
that's
points.
smart.
Yeah,
Okay.
you
I
can.
like that.
That's absolutely something. You just got to balance the resources and time you're spending not advancing
Right.
too. Yeah, but yeah.
Right.
Okay. Why? Why does it do that? You stupid goddamn. So my computer's randomly just minimizing like every program that I have open, and I don't know why.
Are you holding on to a window and moving your mouse around?
I didn't think I was. I just
Because
went.
that's a Windows feature.
I just went
If
to.
you grab a window and take your mouse, it'll minimize everything.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh
really?
shit. Aha.
Yeah, and it focuses that one thing, and then if you shake it again, it'll bring everything back
Oh,
up.
Well, that's
fun.
annoying.
I love that Brad's like, this is great. Corey's like, this is stupid.
That's
I mean,
so-
I
it's annoying.
I don't know if I'll ever actually use it, but
I like
I
it.
think it's fun that it's a thing.
Well, I
Especially
don't.
if you want to
Shake it
drag
like a
something
Polaroid?
very specific.
Okay, so normal speed into the mountains. Okay, navigation, go.
So you don't have advantage this time.
Yeah.
It's a
That
mountain.
makes-
It's how hard can it be? Oh shit! I lost the mountain.
Nice.
Oh, John disconnected.
Ta-da.
Okay. Scouting for hazards. That's Aelin, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Scouting for points of interest. That's who's doing that?
Donoquin with
Donovan
advantage.
with advantage.
Donoquin with advantage. Okay. Okay. Nobody's defending. Foraging.
For survival. How
Nice.
them apples?
Nice. Yep. You will be able to find some food and water.
Apples?
D6
Apples?
plus wisdom. Nice.
Nice.
7. Feed and waters the whole party.
How are these apples?
All right, that's good. Yeah, as soon as you're out of that blighted jungle and like into the mountainous territory, you find like small springs and fruit and stuff that's edible, roots and things that's not blighted. Feels good.
It has loved fruits and roots.
Yeah.
Grubs and shrubs.
And then I'm not sure what was Jonah doing. He was doing. Well, I guess he's coming back. Metro connected. Okay. Still frozen in Discord, but
I'm guessing Keith.
Or the fire resist mushroom.
We found a lot of those though, so my guess is Keith.
He'll want more.
If it's mind altering, he wants that.
those he can look for citronella too, maybe.
What are you guys' thoughts on pork rinds?
They're disgusting.
They're gross.
Fine.
Disgusting.
I only just recently tried them for the first time ever,
Same.
and I'm kind of getting weirdly addicted to them.
And they're good.
It-
They're a really good keto snack.
Yeah.
I don't like them.
They're so
It's
gross.
just like crunchiness and with no flavor, I find most of the time.
Oh, there's tons of
Store-bought-
flavor.
They have
The
a
Tons of
flavor.
flavor.
store-bought ones are usually crap for me. So,
Metro disconnected again. John's
They
having
made
some
me
issues.
guess.
Ah,
I
Oh,
tried
he's
it.
am I
back.
back?
Oh, you're back.
Yeah.
Ah,
What'd I find?
I don't know. We
What
haven't
were you
rolled
looking
yet.
Oh, I had to quit the game. My internet was. You guys could just roll.
Okay.
We're all making wagers
Well,
on what
we
you're
weren't
gonna
sure
look
what
are
we
you
were looking
looking
for.
Oh,
I was wagering on a mind-affecting drug.
oh. Well, they're all mind affecting. This is Mountain Hills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll do more Sulfur Shelf. 18.
Damn it. Damn it.
They were like,
thought it
no,
was
he found
eight.
so many already.
You have advantage, right?
Well, I thought it'd be
They're,
cake because he used a bunch. So I thought he'd want to like restock.
well, I want enough for the entire party because they have no downside and it's fire resistance for an hour. So
Got it.
I figure, like, if we could do the dwarf thing, like go against the fire newts, we might need a few.
Mhm.
Turn me into a newt.
That's true. That's good. Good foresight, Jonah. All right, you succeed, and you will find 1d3. Let me roll that for you. Oh, I missed because it lagged. Stupid system. I said go. You find another 3.
Man, that's
Sulfur
how.
shelf mushrooms. You have. They still haven't fixed that display bug. Really? How did I miss that badly? Here we go. You move into the mountains, out of the jungle, out of the blighted territory. You do not get lost.
Whew.
You were looking for points of interest, and let me roll. Oh, something happens. Okay, so in as far as what's around for points of interest, so to the south, I've already told you what's down there. This over here to the west is mostly mountainous terrain before descending back into what looks to be kind of some blighted jungle on the other side of the mountain. Same thing to the northwest. It's mostly mountainous, but it overlooks a jungle. And directly to the north, it's mainly like just descending down again into jungle, which is also kind of partially undead territory. However, with your roll, you are able to discern the mouth of the Tiriki River, as well. You are able to. So the mouth of the Tiriki River, you can't really travel along the river until you get like out of these squares, but you could follow the river in this square. However, in the hex, I keep calling them squares, but they're hexes. In the hex to the north of you, however, with your roll, you do catch in the distance when the clouds clear a little bit. In the distance, you can see a very tall, very thin spire of rock. That's probably. Well, it's right where I put the little green dot. It's kind of on the edge of like the blighted jungle and like the normal jungle, and it towers several hundred feet above the jungle canopy. It looks like it's a natural structure of stone, um, pretty thin. Maybe only. I mean, it's hard to gauge from this distance, but it's probably only like maybe like 50. Square is what, 5 feet?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not very wide. It's maybe like 30, 40 feet across, like and around. Just this like this spire that goes all the way up. On the very top of the spire, there looks to be like the remains of it. Almost looks like an old lighthouse, or some sort of like beacon or tower, like built on top of this large stone outcropping. But from this distance, you can't really see much else. But you.
Did Azaka? Sorry. Did Azaka give us any indication or any information about Firefinger when she asked us to come this way when we were just in Kirswell? Like, did she have any? Like, we know Terrafolk are there, but is there like you have to climb the outside of it, or there's something inside? Did she have any of that information?
Not really.
Okay.
Oh, actually, in fact, yeah, in fact, you can see even at this distance, kind of flickering away. It looks like there is actually some sort of signal fire lit on top of it. Even from this distance you can see.
Actually lit?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
And there is like a plume of smoke like trailing off into the sky above it. Which basically, well, unless you from up here you can see it, but you might not be able to see it from down on the jungle floor. But at any point, if you climbed up a tree and got a view above the canopy, you could probably easily see it for miles and miles around. So that is what's around you.
Is it in undead territory, or it
seems
on the
to
edge?
It looks like it's kind of in the jungle, kind of on the edge of the undead territory.
Undead territory can't go uphill, so it can't go up mountains. Corey's like, no, that's not how it works. Oh, cool. So we have all kind of a point of interest that we were looking for.
Yeah. And we know where the river
is that way too. Yeah.
As the day comes to a close, as you guys kind of travel up the mountains and find kind of a flatter area to make camp on that's defensible and such, there must be some like caves and things around, because as the sun starts coming down, you guys are assailed by swarms. Hundreds of bats come out of the in massive swarms come out of the mountain caves. Some of them kind of harass you and kind of nip at you. This is not challenging enough an encounter for me to bother having a map or initiative. But how do you guys deal with the bats? Any clever solutions? Or just tell me how you deal with the bats. You just tell me how this goes down. They're large. They're not like giant bats. They're just like normal bats, but there's lots of them.
Hit the tap.
I would see what Quillen does.
We don't do anything. We're just watching Quillen.
I just get on the ground and try to get out of their way. Actually, wait a second. I'm going to make a nature check and see if I know what to do. If there's actually a better thing.
Quillen
Can I deflect missiles?
Is going to spend some time looking through his shit.
I'm gonna say you could do your bursty thing, and just any that come near you get fried.
Yeah, no, if they're like, are they around, like coming at us, or are they just in the air?
Both.
Okay.
There must be thousands of them, but several dozen swoop down on you guys as you're trying to make camp.
Yeah. Okay. I would have shield up, and I would sort of stand in front of the group, and any that got close to me, smack it out of the air with my warhammer.
Warhammer. That's cool.
Was it cool when Theradrin had one?
No.
Still cool.
Just
And
for-
then I will go ahead and do I see anybody else like doing the following suit?
I would just be picking some with firebolts out of the air when they
Okay.
got close.
So you are attacking them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck that. They're bats. They're attacking me. They're gonna get caught in my hair. Screw that.
Well, anybody
I'll
that
fry them and eat them for dinner.
anybody that I see kind of following suit, I would sort of turn and
Sky rats.
just be like, that's right. We'll take care of these rodents and have a nice feast. And I will cast Bless on up to 3 people that are helping me.
Woo!
And you'll see as I turn to do this, a path of light is going to emerge from one of the entrances of from the outside of the maze and trace quickly into the center. And
That's cool.
Oh, that is cool.
That's awesome.
Do you normally eat bats, Quillen?
Yeah, they're delicious. Don't you?
No.
Maybe.
Well,
Aren't they vegetarians?
They're not exclusively vegetarian.
And you're weird.
Bats are practically a vegetable.
Quillen was the one in the court of the monastery eating bats.
Look, they're good.
Blackman, these are, I mean, while they're larger than Sword Coast variety bats, they're not terribly dangerous, but in large numbers they certainly could be.
Getting low to the ground, would that keep them away from it? Like getting on the ground?
Sure, probably. Just get under some cover, yeah.
I'll say this though. I mean, I didn't used to, but as I've ventured out and gotten to know new people and things like that, I've allowed my tastes to broaden.
You know who would love to eat bats? Baz.
He loved eating bats.
His name is practically Bats.
Oh, that just made me think of bats.
Oh, this is gonna be a running joke forever now. I love it.
Well,
yeah, I'm probably just like I'm just using them as like target practice and just trying to send off some of the radiant bolt ranged attacks.
sure.
I'll be throwing some firebolts. Also seeing if Bass has any, not Bass, Quinlan has any catchphrases, or did he name his Warhammer anything?
Catchphrase.
Oh, he did, but he wouldn't necessarily just say it.
He shouts its name every time he hits something.
Vera,
It's actually
Vera,
catchphrase.
Vera.
All right. It doesn't matter who does this, so just whoever wants to do it, just one of you. So decide in advance which level roll. Can one of you roll a d20, and can you add 5 to it?
Not it.
I'll do it.
Yeah, my rolls have been awful.
I'll do it.
I'll do it.
All right. Yeah, you guys smack down bats, shoot them out of the air, and within a few moments, they kind of flutter around in swarms, but they're pretty rapidly repelled and move on to easier targets, i.e., giant moths and bugs and shit that's flying around in the jungle. They're not interested in things that fight back, and within moments, a few dead bats scorched and battered at your feet. They fly off with the party unscathed. Also, bats are generally pretty filthy creatures, and although it's handy to be immune to disease if you're eating bats, Blackman, you're pretty positive that normal people probably wouldn't want to eat bats.
Yeah.
Missing out.
I kind of figured as much. I was going to make a suggestion, or at least with my nature check, be like, yeah, they're not. It's like
you might get a pandemic.
Listen, I'm saying they're.
I
I'm
know
not
this
saying that
place
they're
called Wuhan. Have you ever heard of Wuhan? Bet you
It's
haven't.
not. It's not an everyday meal. It's a nice treat every now and again.
I can't get read.
I wouldn't call it treat. At least not for us. I don't know about Arakoka.
Come see, come saw.
It's like,
Run your
but
horizons.
generally, this will make most of us sick.
To be fair, we've already determined that Archie will try anything once. She did eat people and had not a terrible reaction.
Wait,
Not the worst thing I've ever eaten.
Nope.
If you knew it was people, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't know.
No, that's true. Maybe. I mean, they were already dead.
Maybe.
Wow,
Maybe.
this is like a dark
Casual
turn.
cannibal over here.
Again, she's not
Are
going to
we
go out
the
of her way to
daughter?
eat people.
Would you
She's
be
not
in
going to...
Bath if he was dead?
I mean,
I mean,
I
he's a
hear it's a
friend.
delicacy.
When else are you going to have Loxodon?
That's true.
Then you'll have his fighting spirit.
I feel like in our lives, there's probably going to be another point in time where we could eat Loxodon that's not our friend. just it's probably going to happen.
You promise, Aelin?
You promise.
Sure. Maybe when we meet Baz's family.
What is happening?
We'll kill his elderly grandmother and eat her.
Maybe if we're lucky, they'll be dead by the time we get there.
I mean, we
long
can
enough
put
for the
his
DM to do
plane.
that.
Oh my
You-
god.
You guys
came
have
from
lost your
another
mind
world.
out in the jungle.
It's got crazy
The heat-
patches.
Jonah's been spiking our food and drink.
Well,
It's for your good.
you overcome this challenging encounter of a swarm of bats.
It could have made us sick.
I mean, if you guys were level 1 or 2, I might have made you, like, actually fight swarms of bats, but I mean, come on, you're level 6 and they're not challenging. Alright, well, you are treated to a beautiful sunset as you look out over the jungle canopy. And
It's
the
lovely.
day finishes. It's the second day. Did you guys find food? Yeah, you found enough food to feed the party. Right.
Yeah.
Alright, well,
And the
7.
bats.
For a light snack. They're
Uh,
like pork rinds when you cook them really
it's,
long.
It's normal for heat today. And it is no rain yet again.
It's like, is
Um,
this even a rainforest? God.
You just spent a month during monsoon season just holed up waiting for the hurricanes to pass. Yeah, so north, you could is where apparently where Firefinger is, and but the mouth of the actual river starts in this hex, so it's up to you. Obviously, now you know the river starts in this hex, unless it winds like that way. You could probably find it by heading that way and then that way once you need to. But
For
I say we head to Firefinger.
up and coming jobs, upcoming would be maybe we should get somebody to try to find a Chewinga.
Sure.
Just because it could give us something beneficial as we head into the Firefinger. So it doesn't finger us.
Now, remind me, what exactly are we doing at this place? Not that I'm opposed to going, but I'm just
Well, it's
not.
a point of interest. No.
We are looking for a mask that the terrafolk of this place stole to
Okay.
family heirloom from a friend of ours, Azaka.
Azaka.
Oh yeah, I met her.
Yeah. So
One leg.
Yeah.
one leg.
Bummer.
Her family mask was stolen by the terrafolk here, and she'd
Oh.
like us to retrieve it.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds like a task that needs doing.
Yeah.
And it also should, well, not only we were doing it because she was an ally, but for us, it nullifies payment that we owed her.
I'll
And
get a lot
it
of money.
also could strengthen ties between her tribe and your temple.
People.
Perfect.
and also one of the brave
wait,
visions
there's more.
showed Firefinger.
Oh. And didn't the pirate or the shipwreck
Hold
guy
on.
get killed by terrafolk? Was that
Yeah.
somebody
No,
else?
he got killed by
No,
gargoyles.
gargoyles.
Yeah.
Mechanoids.
The
I-
boils.
I thought the vision showed the fire newts and the fire dragon.
That was one of the visions.
Yeah, that
So
was farther south.
which one showed Firefinger?
Don't remember, Liz? Oh man.
No, I wrote them all down so I can go back in my notes, but
Yeah, the
I know.
the vision that you guys saw in what's his name's? Is it Venari? I can't remember which way it goes now.
Marble cluster crab with teeth, a disc of lightning, golden starburst, and ball of Firefinger and Kirseball. Son of a bitch. Yes.
There it is in black and white.
So you have
Excellent.
multiple reasons you might want to go to Firefinger.
And frankly, Terrafolk are nasty.
Good eating.
So
Are terrible.
and great snacks.
Terrafolk are terrible creatures. The Aarakocra and the Terrafolk have long been at odds with each other, fighting
Yes.
for dominance in the skies of Chult.
So I'm in.
Okay.
Big time.
Let's
All
do
right.
this, Maverick.
How are you guys? So we know the direction you're going. Then, how are you approaching this? Are you gonna go normal pace, fast, slow?
I think a normal pace,
Or
because that'll get us close to it. Hopefully, they are Well, I don't know about nocturnal, but they do have good eyesight though in the dark. Do they not? I can't remember if we noticed that or not. I think they do. Let's assume they have really good
Yeah, I
eyesight,
don't remember.
anyways, for hunting from above.
Let's see what we rolled on Terrafolk. If we
Well,
rolled on
if
them.
we're leaving the mountains, is it still going to be a slow progress?
Nope.
Day.
So if you go normal pace, you'd get there
Oh.
by like midday.
That's right.
If you go fast pace, I mean, you'll get there very quickly.
All the more reason just to go normal pace.
If you go slow, you'd get there near the end of the day.
Actually, let's go slow.
Yeah, we could, because there's a chance that we get
Sneak.
there midday. Worst case, we get there at the end of the day.
I almost like the idea of taking our time to approach to stay hidden.
Well, slow.
They do
Yeah.
have the advantage over us with high ground type
Well,
stuff.
so remember, slow confers a +5 to perception and navigation, and allows the group to make a group stealth check to avoid possible surprise/avoid encounters. So if you don't want to be seen approaching it,
Yeah. Sure.
stealth is the way
Yeah.
to go.
Yeah,
That's
All
what
right,
I'm
so
right there.
that's smart.
All right.
Okay, so we're taking a slow pace.
So slow pace and north. So what you guys want to do for your rolls? You do still have to navigate, because you could technically get lost somehow
In the jungle.
in the jungle. Just
Circles.
get twisted around, you know.
Okay.
So who's navigating then? Is it gonna be Quellen again? Quellen? He did last time.
Yes. I will have.
Okay. Okay? So Quellen's. What is Blackwind's doing? Are you?
Well,
Do we
scouting,
have somebody to
foraging?
do the chewinga? I could do foraging. I think maybe it'd be worth getting a chance at a chewinga, maybe to.
What's
I
a-
can,
Mhm.
I can commune, but I'm okay at it. I'm not
Well,
great at it.
Do we need Donaquin to scout for points of interests today, or do we want to
Not really.
save that and have him? Why don't we put him on Chewinga duty?
Yeah.
Because he's got
Yeah.
either him or you or Blackwind. Like one of you can.
Yeah, it's a wisdom
Yeah.
nature. He's proficient in nature and has the highest wisdom. So
Yeah, so he's
Yeah, that's
a pretty
good.
good bet. And then then you can keep your advantage on the food. Then I can either help navigate so we don't get lost, or help on Chwingas.
Being
Either
close to the undead might prove more difficult. I'm just also pointing that out too. Just,
Yeah.
I mean,
Do we need a? Yeah. What about? Do we have a defender?
No, but if I'm scouting, hopefully it won't come to that.
with our slow approach, we're also group
It
stealth.
gives us a group stealth as well to
So
avoid. So that's
I will forage then. I think if anything, it makes sense, and I'll stick to this job anyways. That will stay the same for sure.
Okay,
Okay.
so do we want me helping on navigating or helping with Chwingas?
Help with Twingas. I'll help navigate because for
Okay.
me being stealthy, I don't think I'd be out like
Looking for too much. Okay.
lifting
Picking
up,
berries. Yeah.
picking
Sure.
berries
Piece of candy.
stealthily.
Piece of candy.
Yeah.
Okay. So all right. So you guys are doubling up on a lot of stuff. That's good. Gotta get this right. Don't want to f it up. So, let's do the navigation check first then. All right. You can map for free still, Archie.
Stop it. There we go.
With a +5 for the navigation.
Yeah, there's an extra +5 on the navigation for being slow, or for going slow, I should say, not for being slow.
Ah, I did not add.
For being slow.
All right. Sorry. Okay. Scouting for hazards. So Aelin was doing that still, right?
Yeah. Now, does the bonus apply to that? It says perception, but hazards is survival.
Yeah, that's a little odd because you're. I mean, but technically, navigating is survival too. So.
Yeah, it's to. It's to perception and navigation specifically.
But there's no perception roll.
Yeah.
Well, defender is perception.
That's defender.
Yeah.
Defender is defender. Navigator is navigator. Navigator is survival.
Yeah.
So then...
I don't understand what the question is. It gives a bonus to survival checks, so wisdom survival checks. Or
no, but it doesn't. It gives bonus to navigator.
No, which is a wisdom survival check.
So then it should give a bonus to scout.
No, because it gives it to navigation, not all survival checks.
It should. Why doesn't it just say navigation and defender?
Yeah.
Instead
you're
of
stating two different things.
Having the perception in there is a little weird. Since defender is the only role that does perception anyway, why not just change it to defender and then it's done?
Because going slow confers those bonuses to those skill checks, not to the rolls. I know the rolls use those skills, but they don't.
Navigation is not a skill check.
It's not a skill check.
What?
It's a roll.
Yeah, it's a wisdom survival roll or a navigator tool roll. Either way, you get the +5 to navigation. It's a subset of what you can do with survival, but you don't also get to select foraging just because it's survival. It's a navigation plus.
The point, Corey, is that you're listing two different things. One of them is a roll, and one of them is a skill. So, just to make it more clear, it should be both the same. So it should be
it should
be
say
defender and navigation.
No, it should say and wisdom survival checks to navigate. If we need to be
Sure.
I don't understand what I don't get it. Navigation is something you're doing. It requires a wisdom survival check or navigator tools check. So you're making a wisdom survival roll, but you only get the +5 to navigate with that roll, not to other survival checks.
Right. The point is that you're listing two different things in that bonus.
Well, but he's
one of them is a roll, and one of them is a skill check.
Right, but
so it would make more sense if they were both rolls.
But they are now.
Well, they're both skill checks.
No, they're
now
not.
they're both skills. Not rolls.
One is a wisdom perception check. One is a wisdom survival check.
Yes, I know. I was responding to Liz, who was saying they were both rolls. So yes, now they are both skill checks.
Yeah.
Because if we use a perception check for anything for something else that isn't travel, we still get the bonus because we're moving slowly. So
yeah, like for example, if something's trying to sneak up on you, whether anyone's defending or not, if something's trying to sneak up on you and it's rolling stealth, you get a +5 to your passive perception, right?
Do we? These are your rules.
Yeah. If I'm trying to sneak up on you, I would roll a stealth check, right? And my target number is the basically the highest passive perception in the party.
Yeah.
Right? The defender roll specifically gives you those extra boons as well, right? For that first round of combat, should you be, and it can negate surprise for the entire party, right? So the defender roll is more specialized in that, but you still, if something's trying to sneak up on you, I still have to roll against your perception. So going slow automatically makes it harder for things to sneak up on you, even if nobody's defending.
So is there a reason that scouting is survival instead of perception? I'm
yeah,
just
because you're not
curious
just
myself.
looking for things. You're using your natural skills to
Look
and
for things.
you're yeah. It's not just like I'm looking around. It's
Say
like I'm
tracking and
yeah. You're looking for telltale signs and best paths and dangers of the wilderness. So it requires a more
So
specialized skill than just looking.
awareness.
is points of interest then perception?
No, scouting in general is wisdom survival. Because you're
Yeah, that's
using your survival skills to go out and find in advance things that could be a danger if you come across them, and find the best routes to avoid them. So
right. So I'm just saying I feel like the point of interest one is more looking for points of interest, right? You're looking for things. You're not looking for danger. You're looking for points of interest. That's fine. I'm just
yeah, no,
okay. Seems weird.
Points
For
of
that
interest
half of
include
it.
natural things, though.
yeah,
But you could also notice, say, maybe birds hanging out in certain areas, or lack of sounds, which are in nature. Or it's, I mean, it
Like for hazards, I understand.
could
I'm
go.
just the points of interest seems like it could go either way. I guess.
I mean, some skills do use multiple, or possibly can, but it also could
I
be.
have no bonus either way. It doesn't matter to me.
So this was all for nothing.
No, I
No,
was just.
I kid. I'm kidding.
If I did have perception, I would try and make an argument for it, so I could be useful.
well, it's already in. We already have the rules, so let's move on. So,
I can do
so we're doing. No, that was just the. There's nobody's
was
doing
the
points of interest,
hazards.
right? No, nobody's defending, right?
Nope.
Right.
Foraging. So Blackwind is foraging for food.
Huzzah!
Nice.
Jeez. Yep.
Nice.
Good rolls.
Is he beating this by 10 ever to get a maxed out dice?
Yeah. That one is.
I was gonna say that one probably will be.
Well, I don't know what the DC for food is, so that was why I was.
It all depends, I think, on the type
On
of
the
train.
terrain, yeah. But that is so you get what's your wisdom?
6
2?
plus 2.
So 7. 8.
8.
Wow, 6 plus 2 is 7.
Ow!
Minus 1 because
6
I'm a
plus
jerk.
2 again. Two.
-1 for being a halfling.
Yeah. -1 for eating a bat. Okay. So you feed and water the whole party. Easy. Communing. This is. I guess I'll roll for Donna-Quinn with advantage because Jonah's helping. Oh no, someone's helping.
Somebody.
I'm helping.
Let me roll this for you. Skills. Nature. Oh, I guess I just roll. I'll just no. I guess it's equivalent to survival, right? Because survival, he's got wisdom. Yeah, I'm just trying to make it so that it works properly.
Unless he's proficient in nature,
Well,
though, so it should be higher.
he is, but it's an int skill, but it's wisdom for
Oh,
that.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I'm just finding another one that's the equivalent bonus.
I think I did something somewhere at one point.
Why is it rolling? I say roll. There we go.
Roll call.
All right.
Speak to me, nature. Speak to us.
So you guys moved slowly through the jungle, ever creeping up.
Oh, stealth.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Make a group stealth check, please.
Oh, right. I guess I should have added +5. So 23.
Do we all get +5?
No.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was stealth with +5 for moving slowly.
No, moving slowly allows you to make a stealth check.
Oh, sorry.
It doesn't give you a +5 to the check.
Then never mind. No, 23. It was just 18. Wow.
All right. Party is pretty stealthy. Overall.
I see Aelin's got my buckets.
Nothing weird. All good. All good numbers across the board.
Good numbers. I mean, yeah, most of you got 15 or higher. Jonah and Aelin, not so much, but that's okay. More than half the party. So you guys approach silently through the bush. I need to make a perception check. Okay. Oh, and I guess I should just double check in case something else attacks you while you're trying to sneak up on Firefinger.
Sounds angry.
Yeah. The bats are back, and they're bigger.
They're badder. They brought their bigger
Up
brothers.
for revenge.
Now they're gonna eat us.
Wait, did you say that they're battered? Oh,
Ah. Bats love battered things.
oh, deep fried bat. Oh, give me that.
We called them bazards.
Bastards. So, as you guys are stealthily sneaking down, Aelin, as you're coming out of the mountains, there's a bit of a kind of a bog up ahead. You can see that there are, let's see, there are at least a half dozen, if not more, about horse-sized toads, kind of like sitting around, ribbiting loudly. The party, you see them well in advance, though, and unless you really feel like disturbing them, you could sneak right on by or avoid them pretty easily, unless you want to check out that bog.
I hear there's good water there.
Do you divert your mission to check out these giant frogs?
Would Quillen know anything? I'm not proficient in nature, but I know there's like a boggy swamp like just south of Crucible. Would you know anything about these?
If you're not proficient in nature, you don't know the specifics.
All
No. If you are proficient in nature, you could make a roll. Aelin's not, so if you describe it to the party.
Some big fucking frogs.
I just once seen a frog eat a man whole.
I mean, yeah, didn't that happen to
Me? I got eaten
us?
by a
Yeah.
plant. Too. A couple of us have been swallowed by plants or something.
Yeah, I mean they're big enough that they probably could swallow a person. So probably don't want that to happen. Jonah could easily be
Leave 'em
swallowed.
alone.
Nope.
Let's avoid them.
I don't see the purpose of bothering them. Maybe they'll eat undead or something.
Yeah, we're on a mission. Let's stick to it.
Sure.
Save our energy for these terror folks.
Might attract some unwanted attention.
All right. You easily avoid them, Aelin. With advanced warning, Aelin, you're able to easily divert the party's path, and you later on find yourself near the end of your travel day, with no further disruptions. You find yourself approaching the spire of Firefinger, rising high above the jungle canopy. You can now tell that it's probably about 300 feet tall, naturally formed spire of rock, flaming beacon at the top. The walls, you can see now, are sheer but dotted with small caves, and on the outside there are frail-looking ladders hanging from narrow ledges at various heights leading up.
That ladder
Yeah.
looks perfectly safe.
Archie, you have some ability to discern the purpose of things, of ruins, right?
Yes.
Is it automatic or is it a roll?
It is automatic.
Okay.
I have its historical knowledge. When you enter a ruin or dungeon, you can correctly ascertain the original purpose and determine the builders, whether they were dwarves, elves, Nyanti, some other known race. In addition, you can determine the monetary value of art objects that are more than 100 years old.
Cool. So you can see that while the rocky pinnacle is naturally made, the tower on top is definitely of ancient Chalton design. You would estimate, just looking at it and from the architectural style, even from this distance, you can see that it's definitely a signal tower, maybe just a watchtower. It's not like in a place. It doesn't look large enough that it could have held more than just like a small amount of scouts or soldiers or something. And you estimate that it's probably belonged to uh, the same like time period as like Mesro. So it's probably an ancient Mesroan watchtower of some sort. So typically used to send messages between cities or from other towers, particularly at night. It could be seen from quite a ways off. So you'd imagine there might be other towers somewhere in the jungle that might have line of sight on this one, perhaps, but you're not sure if any of those are still standing. And as you guys approach, you can see that the heavy forest canopy basically breaks a little bit, maybe about 50 feet from the base of the spire. There's kind of like light brush and kind of like weeds and grass as it kind of like ascends towards the base of the spire. So in order to get to the spire, you would have to break the canopy. You can, because you guys have, you're being very watchful. You can see that doesn't look like you've been spotted, but you can see that there are swooping around around the spire here and there, and sometimes sitting on like various ledges and things. A quick count, there's at least 10 terrafolk at various points, either swirling around in the air or coming or going. You don't know if the same ones are coming back, here and there. But if you spend a little bit of time watching, you estimate that unless there's more inside the caves, which there very well may be, there's at least 10 individual terrafolk that have made this place their home.
Okay.
Well, it's going to make climbing interesting.
If we could climb it in an hour.
So there is, on this southeastern face, which is kind of the direction you guys are approaching from, you can see that there is a kind of rickety looking but still intact ladder that climbs probably about 60 feet up, and there's a ledge there with a cave that goes inside the spire. You don't see any other ways up.
Those rope ladders look personally like in great condition, right? The best rope ladders we've ever seen.
Rickety.
The best looking, frail looking ladders.
It's 60 feet up the first one.
It looks to be about 60 feet from the ground to the edge where this cave goes inside.
Well, we can.
I can climb up there.
Wait, we can try and bring some rope up and reinforce those ladders. And
I'm curious on how well they're anchored still. Too would be the other.
Quick question: throughout these days of travel, have I noticed Jonah using his bag of holding?
Yeah.
Probably.
No, I know that you have that.
Yeah. I put my rations in there, so.
To make this simple, assume that I know you have it. Can I store my backpack essentially in your bag of holding?
Sure.
Great.
Just assume it's in there.
Yeah.
Like, don't
Put a
I
logo.
know.
Don't transfer it.
I just said it to not carry.
Yeah.
So
You can write it on the location too, in the bag of holding or bag of
Yeah,
drawing.
yeah. Make a little note next to it.
yeah, location.
But don't do it to your actual main backpack because then everything will, in essence, fall out in fantasy rounds.
Yeah.
But so if I change the location of the backpack, that'll happen. Is that what you're saying?
No, what I'm saying is if you change how your backpack is spelled and then you have everything listed
okay.
as
Yes.
backpack,
Got
it then
It'll all
suddenly
unattach.
I understand that. I
yeah.
Right.
That's what I'm saying
It's into the
because I
ether.
tried that as well.
okay, cool. And then Corey, does the like how high up did you say it was to, like those caves?
So the lowest one is about 60 feet off the ground on the southwest facing side of the spire. You don't know if there's any other entrances because that's the way you're approaching. So there might be something on the back, but you'd have to circle around to see that, which,
Well-
I mean, you could if you want to check out from all angles, but...
Well, I could certainly get myself up to that cave lickety split and just carry a rope up. And if you guys wanted to climb up,
Yeah,
That makes sense. You have
the
wings.
next, just so you know, from this side, you can also see on the southwest face, or sorry, the southeast face, you can see that the next lowest cave is about 100 feet further above that cave up. There is a ladder that descends about a third of the way down, but that's about it, coming down from the upper one. So there's like a 70-foot gap between where that cave is and the bottom of the next ladder, 100 feet up to that ledge. And you can also see on the southwest face, because you can see them both from where your vantage point. It looks like there's a ledge that kind of goes around, like where that second cave is. There's a ledge that you could walk around. And on the southwest face, there is a ladder that descends from that ledge up to a third cave that's probably about 240 feet off of the ground. And that's what you can see for like cave entrances / ladders.
I'd almost like to camp in that lowest cave at the very least. Would be kind of sheltered from.
If this was made by the Chultons, there has to be an easier way to get up it. Like I just mean, like, you wouldn't have been assumed to be able to fly, right?
sure.
So you'd
Well,
think
that's
when
what
they
the ladders
built
are
it,
There's
for.
ladders.
They're dilapidated.
that just it seems like if you're doing like you build like a stone stairs or something to climb without
Like a ladder?
right, but a ladder can just be lit on fire. You know, like you'd think they would have a
more
safer
secure,
way,
Maybe they wanted to light it on
like
fire to
Mbala.
stop anyone from coming up.
I guess.
And Mbala wasn't easy to get up to.
I want
No,
to,
but at least it was like carved into the stone, right?
I'd like to search for
Hmm.
any kind of animal that might, preferably a flying one, but I mean any creature that maybe is living on the spire. I wish to speak with them.
So just I want to just make clear the situation.
Yep.
This place is there are terrafolk on lookout in and around the tower. Like they are moving in and out of the ledges. They are flying around. Yeah. You know, there's a 50-foot gap between you guys and the base of the tower where the canopy is like thinner that you could be spotted from the sky.
Spotted.
So just so you're aware, if you're trying to do things and investigate the tower or whatever, like just be aware that you don't just have impunity to just wander around out in the open looking for things. So you'd have to make stealth checks and potentially be spotted if you're doing things.
Well, let's back into the canopy a bit more, and then we'll look for.
That probably means there isn't a lot of flying other creatures around right now.
I mean, there's definitely birds and things in the trees. There's always that. Whether any live in the spire,
or go close to it, another matter altogether.
How many terrafolk are from here, can we like
At
see
least 10.
At least 10.
Yeah. So they go. Sometimes Terrafolk will go like in a cave, and then a little bit later you'll see Terrafolk come out. Is it the same one? Maybe.
Sure.
So there's at least 10 that you spotted like at one time outside, either flying around or sitting on a
Okay.
ledge or whatever. The light. Bear in mind, this is near the end of the day, so the light is starting to fade. Now you had asked about how much you knew about Terrafolk as far as whether they had dark vision is basically what you're trying to figure out.
Yeah, I know they had good vision though. Like they were very sharp-sighted. I thought.
Yeah,
for spotting.
did you guys make a roll on Terrafolk? You must have. Do you remember?
I don't have it written down.
Yeah, just
They
make
feel-
another one if you've got nature. Actually, are they nature? Yeah, they are.
It was a while ago. Maybe we know more
Well,
now.
I mean, like I've been keeping track, but for some reason I don't have it written down.
Or maybe I know less. I've forgotten stuff about. No. I know.
Well, we fought him in a bunch of caves, and I don't think there was any torches or
did.
lights or anything in the caves.
I would,
And it was nighttime.
They hunt from.
well, maybe
above,
dark windows,
too.
but if not, I would assume they do. Because everything has night vision.
Yeah, I know that's true. Everything does.
I mean, Archie, you've got nature as well. You can make a roll.
No, I don't.
Oh, I thought you had nature. Oh no, you have religion. Sorry. So
Yeah, I've got religion, not nature.
Yeah, from what you know, yes, definitely they have keen vision. You know that much. Whether they can see better in the dark than you or I mean, for those who don't have dark vision, you know, some of the races do. But whether they actually have like dark vision, you guys aren't 100% sure. But you do know that they do have keen eyesight, i.e., they're proficient in perception, for lack of a better word.
Well, and we fought them in dark caves at night without torches.
Is it possible to kind of stay within the canopy, hidden, preferably, anyways, and look and move around, like not? It won't take like all day to go around.
Yeah, it's only
it.
50 feet from the edge of the canopy to the base of the structure on any given side, so it's only a couple hundred feet to make a round circle. Like if you want to circle around it, if you want to see it from a different vantage point, you can certainly do that.
If you wanted to get a closer look at anything, I can also send my familiar in. It's within range.
There's also the spyglass.
It'd be nice to look inside the cave. Maybe.
Yeah, I was just saying, if we wanted to see something high up that we don't have a direct line on, within 100, he could see. But it's got to be within 100. I can't go all the way to the top.
Yeah, that might be a little more quicker and less.
I mean,
Likely to attract, like a humanoid would attract one or more probably, as they would look at that as a nice meal.
Yeah.
Go ahead and try.
Just keep them low.
I can send Owl. He's a little pygmy owl. I mean, if he draws attention and they want to eat him, he'll fly away.
Blow him up.
All right, so you guys are staying on the southwest side and just because you said you backed up a little bit. So where how far are you from the edge of the? It's 50 feet from the canopy, where the canopy breaks to the tower. How far back are you? Do you want to sneak up to the edge and release him? Or...
I'll be like 10 feet, basically.
Okay.
Just 10 feet in and have him just go do just a circle, basically. And if there's a cave low enough, just take a peek inside.
Should I give him guidance? Look really, really well, Al. Or Archie. Sure. I don't know which one to.
So are you looking? You can look through his eyes within 100, right?
Yes.
So you can look in and around that first cave, right? Because that's only 60 feet up, and your, angle, whatever. Let's use jump. You can basically see the edge of that cave, from 10 feet back. Because that's like 60 feet plus 60 feet. Take the hypotenuse. A squared b squared. Anyways. It's probably roughly 90, right? He flutters up there, acting all cool and casual, just an owl out in the jungle as the sun goes down.
He's so cool.
He's pretty small.
Doesn't seem to attract any undue attention as he flutters up there, and then suddenly dead. No, I'm just kidding. He
Entirely possible. It's usually what happens.
he reaches the ledge. From here, the spire itself, while it does have handholds, it's definitely fairly sheer and does not look easy to climb outside of where the ladders are. From this close, you can see it a bit better because the light is starting to get dim now, right? So, from a distance, even with dark vision that far away, it's getting to be a little tough. But
he's got a 120-foot dark vision as a note that I'm seeing through him.
Yeah, no, I know. I mean, that's why you can see it better when you're up close with him, because it's outside your normal dark vision range. Or low light vision, or whatever. So you do a quick circle. You do lose him when he circles around the other side. It's just a little too far from where you are.
Makes sense.
But flutters back soon enough. So there doesn't seem to be any other entrance other than this cave on any side of the tower. In fact, as far as you can tell, there's only those 3 caves. So on the backside, there's no other entrances or exits that you can see that go into the spire. From the bottom spire, he can see a little ways in. Like basically, he can get about like 10 feet in or so before you would lose his vision. So you can see that the inside is a relatively small cave with a few passageways. One leads off to the right, but bear in mind the size of the spire, it's not like it's very far in any given direction. He can see 120, so you can see that inside the one cave there is there's like a thin kind of natural carved cavern, it looks like, that heads off to the right, and kind of it looks like it might loop around and connect back to the main cave in kind of like just a C kind of shape. And then there's also a pit that's looks like it's about 15 feet or 10 feet deep, 15 feet across. On the other side of that pit, there is another passageway that leads north, and you can see that there's a ladder on the inside that seems to go up. Inside as well. What is your dude's perception? Or does he use yours when you're looking through his eyes?
No, it's his. It's +3 normally, with advantage on checks that rely on hearing or sight.
Okay, can you make a perception check for him as he looks in the cave?
D4.
With a D4, yeah, he's guided.
Oh my god.
If he's listening to my advice.
Yeah, and and it'd be advantage and guidance. So.
And D4.
Okay.
7.
Yeah, so he kind of looks in, gets a kind of a creepy feeling, and then flutters back out pretty quickly. Almost missed it, but he notices that there are, in fact, in the crevices along the walls, it looks like there are some rather large, nasty-looking spiders that are nesting in this cave. Not as big as like the big one that attacked you at Nangalore, like that big tarantula-looking one, but these ones are still probably like dog-sized spiders that are kind of in the cracks in the walls. So he barely saw them, almost went in a bit further, but realized that probably might have been the end of him, and turns around and flutters back up. So yeah, there's no terrafolk or signs of anything else in there. I will say as well, as he flutters down and kind of comes back towards you, he will also notice that at the base of the tower, kind of in like the weeds and brush that's in that kind of like open area, there are several, including one rather fresh-looking humanoid corpses and skeletons. Looks like they died from a very long fall. So there's like blood splatters and like broken bones littering around the base of the spire.
Gotcha. Okay. So at least we can climb inside. She would have been narrating this for you guys as she saw it, like whispering.
And just to be clear, this is the 60-foot cave, right?
This is the first cave.
Yeah.
The one, the basically only the lowest entrance.
Yeah. All right. Well, rope.
If we do anything in there, it would cause a ruckus and potentially grab an attention of the
We have to get in.
I mean,
Yeah.
I
That's
know, I
the-
know, but I'm just saying,
I-
do we do it tonight?
I would
or
much rather have their attention when we're inside than when we're on the outside.
do we do it tonight?
Hopefully,
Or-
if they're all up inside, we use the cover of darkness to get up to the tower without being
That
seen.
is potential.
And,
I don't
Agreed.
and just
recall if they're
remember how dark vision or low light vision works, guys. They still in the dark, even if you have dark vision.
They have a limit.
There's a limited range on dark vision, and you still have disadvantage on or not. You still have a -5 on perception.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In darkness. If it's a dark night, like if there's moonlight, it might be dim light, and that wouldn't apply. But if it's like dark tonight, they still
Yeah.
have that minus and limited range. So
If we wait
Plus-
until just after.
Yeah. Plus, if we're going inside, doesn't seem to me that it's lit up in there. So whether we're inside during the day or at night, it'll be dark either way. So might as well use the cover of night to get in.
Yeah.
I vote for that.
Yep.
okay.
okay.
Let's do this.
So you wait until it's well and truly dark. Is that the plan? Not just
think
like
so.
twilight? Or how long do you wait? Like at what time of night do you want to go in? Right away or wait for a bit and then go in?
I think nighttime, like past dusk, would be better.
Yeah.
Yeah, after it. Although,
You can have a little
Yeah.
resty poo,
yeah,
Okay.
that works.
spark up a fire, eat some.
Um,
I wouldn't mind actually taking a quick rest. I'm still nursing a little.
Oh,
bit of
that
a,
would have been gone by now. It's been like 4
it's
days.
been days.
fair enough.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot about that.
I would like to end the rest by having comprehend languages. Like, as it's getting dark, I'll cast it before we go. I'll ritual cast it. Just so it's up. So if I do hear... I don't remember if the Terrafolk can talk, but it's worth having up.
Terrafolk can talk.
Okay.
Just to be clear, we have not had a official long rest yet, right?
No,
Not
we've
yet.
been
Two
traveling
up
for
here.
Yes.
6 days.
Fair enough.
Tomorrow, at the end of tomorrow, I think.
Okay.
Or
Right?
tonight if you clear out this place tonight
Yeah.
and make it safe.
And make it
That's
save
the
the
point of
islands.
interest. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I had to go and cast Bless against a bunch of bats. Down a spell slot.
It was cool though.
Thanks.
It gave you an extra bonus on the die roll that I had you guys make just to see if it used any resources. Prevented any hit point damage. Potentially. Okay, so you guys wait till it's a little bit later. Have a little bit of a rest, just to kind of catch your breath and everything. Prepare yourselves mentally. Are you guys bringing all your gear with you, leaving it down here at the base? Because bear in mind the weight. If you're climbing and you need to, quote-unquote, get into combat and drop your backpack.
I think I'm gonna
Yeah.
at least take it up to the next level.
I just wonder if it's going to affect any potential climb rolls or anything if you're encumbered. That's why I'm asking.
Actually, no, we can leave it down below,
Yeah, I
we
think
have to.
leaving it.
and then we can bring them up afterwards, hopefully.
So just, decide if there's anything. Like,
This is
my
true.
small bags and stuff, I'm gonna have, but backpack I'll leave. Same with Gerald's, I'll leave.
Well, just like uncarry whatever you're leaving down below. Do you want to make a quick like survival check, Blackwind, to kind of like hide it in case anything comes by and finds it?
As long as we can still find it.
Well,
It's so well
I'll mark the
camouflaged.
tree with a big red arrow.
He rolls a 35, and it's just like,
Stuff
Well,
here.
Where's all our
It's-
gear?
where did I park my car?
Yeah, so while you guys are resting, Blackwind finds like a little nook and cranny and kind of like covers it and puts some marks on a tree maybe so he can find it again. And whatever you don't need to carry with you, you'll leave below just in case. Extra weight, you know.
I'm carrying all my stuff.
I just know that heavy encumbered is a penalty on climbing and physical, I do believe.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I'm
no-
I'm not heavily.
Normal
encumbered.
encumbrance just slows you down slightly, right?
Yeah, 5
Like
feet.
5 feet, yeah.
Yeah.
So, which when you're climbing difficult terrain, that could make a difference.
I
Oh,
dropped
nice.
my backpack and I go from like 146 like the backpack. I got stuff strapped to the side of it. I don't know how else to do it, but
Sure.
and I also got a bag, but it drops me almost. I guess I should actually look into this more. It's
With
a lot of weight. I don't
with
think a
my
backpack should hold that much stuff and weight.
with
The
my
hunting trap is 25 pounds alone though.
Jesus.
I
That's
know it's hard.
insane.
I think it's because it's attached to a heavy weight, is what
Hmm.
they figured.
mm,
It's like a leg hold trap that's gotta have. Like I don't understand why it's that heavy, but whatever.
It's made of metal. It's heavy.
Oh, it
Uh,
is made of metal. Yeah, I do.
um.
It so anyway. Eh.
Okay. So whatever you leave down there, you leave down there. You guys can decide that on your own. And then, as it gets later on, so it is still overcast this evening, so there isn't a lot of moonlight. So by the time it hits probably like 8:30, 9 o'clock, it's well and truly dark. Just occasional little blips of light as like the moon comes out from behind a cloud, but it's not. It's very much a dark night. Um, a protector of the city. Anyways, so you guys, yeah, under cover of darkness, you want to approach the bottom of that first ladder. Is that the plan, or what are you guys doing?
yeah. Well, okay. So there is a ladder going up to
Yes.
the. Oh, okay. Sorry.
To the
For some reason, I thought you were saying that the ladder was up to a different one.
Yeah, there's a kind of rickety looking, old looking ladder that's kind of looks like it's attached to the side of the building. Um, I should mention, by the way, that the top, now that it's dark, it's definitely like a bright flame at the top. It's 300 feet up. It's not going to illuminate anything even remotely down. Once you're actually at the top, you might have some dim light. Um, so that's the only light that you can see up there. Um, I lied. There's also a very kind of dim, flickering light from the third cave that's like 240 feet up. There's a little bit of obviously firelight coming from inside there as well. Not once it gets dark, that light kind of comes on.
Jonah.
Yeah.
Could I get my length of rope from my backpack?
Sure.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna bring. Should we tie ourselves together like we've done previously?
Probably get up there and get it
I would
tied
say
on.
don't tie me, but maybe you guys.
I just know we've done that in the past when climbing things.
I think we can get a couple people up there safely, and then once we tie a rope off or two to the top.
What
Although, well, the spiders.
what I intend to do is I'm going to go up first, and then I will drop a rope right in front of the ladder just in case this thing is not really up to code, so to speak.
Sure.
So that there will, if it begins to break, we've got a backup.
Okay. We don't
I
have
can
to.
go.
He can run up as well.
Well, no, I can't.
Oh, you can't?
Not yet. But I
Oh.
can
You're working
climb
on
the
it?
ladder. I can climb the ladder while Quillen is flying up, so that at least you're not up there by yourself if the spiders decide to wake up.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I
We
can
don't have.
climb up pretty good too.
As a note, we don't have to worry about falling much as long as when you do fall, you are within 60 feet of me.
Okay.
I have Featherfall prepared, so.
Question for how climbable
Oh.
does this actually look? Is it smooth with very few handholds, or
It does not look easy to climb outside of the ladder at all. It looks like it would be a difficult climb.
okay?
There isn't a lot of handholds. There's not a lot of vegetation growing on it either. But there isn't. I mean, it's not impossible. It's not like a smooth wall. It's not like a monolith. It's a natural spire, but there's
few and far between.
Mm-hmm.
Corey, because it's nighttime, did we see a chewinga?
Right.
Or do we have to rest? Like do our rest to finish that? I can't. It usually
Well,
showed up during our rest.
because we looked for Twingas on the way.
Oh yeah. Let me just take a quick and I can't. I totally forgot about that. Let me go back.
Chewing.
Every one of us except for Andre forgot about that.
Yeah, I went through everything else and forgot about it. Where is it? Okay, there it is. Donakun did it, right? I rolled for him. Yeah.
With advantage, it should have been, yeah.
Yeah. No, there is no chewing bit today.
Damn it! I have so much coin I lost now.
Oh,
So yeah, Quillen flies up, and I'll climb up with him, and we'll get that rope, and everybody else can follow.
Are we doing?
Okay.
We go one at a time. I'm assuming. Are we trying to be quiet?
Do it one at a time.
Yep.
So
I will go first.
And quiet.
okay, so first things first. So you guys are 50 feet from the edge of the canopy, under cover of darkness. So, Aelin, you can. What's your speed? 40?
35 because of my
35.
backpack.
Okay, so you can make it to the ladder and begin climbing. If so, are you guys? So Quillen is going at this exact same time. So as Aelin gets part way up the ladder, you're going to dash and land at the top. Is that
Mm-hmm.
right? Okay.
That's right.
And then everybody
Going-
else is staying back in the canopy.
I'm actually going to do the pass without trace spell as well.
Hmm.
We'll have an hour.
So as a group, we should move to the base then.
Yeah.
Well, I was
that's
gonna
right.
say anybody within 30 feet of me.
Yeah, 30
Right.
feet
We'll
of
have-
Blackwind. Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
mean,
Right,
I
but it's
can
50
go.
feet to the base, right? So if we
Oh.
want that to,
Yeah.
unless you're gonna stand in the middle, we need to move as a group.
I think we should all just move as a group to the
To the
base and
base.
then go up one at a time.
So
I
anyway,
think that's.
Right.
I
Yeah,
think
with
so.
pass with the trace, I think it's a good idea.
so
Okay.
effect is on. So it's a concentrate.
Nice.
So if I take
Yeah.
damage,
Okay, so you guys are gonna move as a group to the base of the tower, and then when Aelin going first starts climbing, you're gonna fly it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you guys give me, with your +10, a group stealth check to cross the?
the shroud of darkness envelops us even more so. A lowly 5 got me a 19 still.
Damn it, Gerald!
Harold is like,
Harold
just
always
goes
goes
into the ground.
Goddamn time.
I'm not sure Gerald's failed a stealth check.
I think he
Okay.
just goes into the ground, he melts into stone, and then he comes out somewhere else.
I mean, he's a rock. You
That's true.
can't differentiate between him.
You've
Alright.
got added
Know
feet
who
on.
else is a rock?
Baz's stealth is perfect now.
As Aelin goes up the ladder, I'm gonna bless him, or not bless him. Guide him on how to climb.
Okay, so you guys make your way across the ground relatively quickly and stealthily, picking your way through. As you get closer, yeah, you see these bones near the base of the ladder. You will see like an actual. It looks like the body of an elf. Rib cage is crushed, and he's kind of sitting in a pool of blood with kind of flies and stuff kind of swarming over the body. Limbs twisted. Obviously, fell from a very great height and hit the ground here. You don't
Does
see.
he have a money pouch?
You
Somewhere.
don't. Do you want? Well, I mean, he's about
I'm
20
kidding.
feet from the base. If you want to stop and search the body, you can.
No.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
Well, time to poke around them.
We can poke around him later.
Yeah, but you make it to the base. Aelin, you will see that the ladder is they're rope and wood ladders mounted to the spire with like stone and metal kind of pegs hammered into the stone. They look some of the slats look a little weak, and it might just be you just have to be kind of careful to pick your way up a bit, but it looks like it'll hold you. So if you want to start climbing, you can you have guidance. You can make a athletics dexterity athletics check. Because it's not just a strength thing to climb. This is like you're trying to be really careful picking your spots. This is a dexterity athletics check.
That's
I'll
my
use
worst
sleight of hand.
nightmare.
That's easier. Wow.
You have
Right.
guidance.
That's true.
Rope ladders are actually freaking nuts. Oh, there's
Guidance is a
number-
D4.
Oh yeah.
Bless was a D4.
And
Oh,
Guidance
no,
is also a
is also
D4. It's better.
Better.
Okay, so 9. You kind of pick your way up, and yeah, you manage to climb. So you can move 7. Well, you'll move about halfway up, with that climb check on your first try, picking your way pretty easily. A couple times you know your foot maybe slips slightly, or there's like a ominous creak from how flat you grab onto, but you manage to avoid any pitfalls. So halfway up, at this point, Quillen, you're gonna fly to the top. Is someone else gonna start climbing after Aelin now that he's halfway up?
I think that's probably a good
I think this will be the first time, maybe, unless I was doing it while navigating and scouting and whatnot. But yeah, first time you'll see me actually like get my wings out all the way and really just go. And compared to what you got used to seeing Tybalt and them do, my flight seems a bit more labored than everyone, but I am able to and then just kind of land, and then I'm gonna immediately turn around and let the rope drop down.
I kind of imagine you like a
nice.
like normally like a demon hunter from WoW, kind of just like hopping and gliding as you move.
And Quillen, what did you get for your stealth check? 14? Okay.
Double jump. All right, so who wants to
Hold on.
Hold up.
Trying to figure out who's starting to climb.
Okay, so Aelin gets about halfway up, picks his way up, then Quillen, right past him, lands on at the top. Start of the next, we're not really in rounds, but after that, so once Aelin's halfway up and Quillen lands at the top, at the bottom is someone else starting to climb after Aelin. You guys said you were going one at a time?
Right.
Aelin will have to make another check to continue climbing, of course, but before
Oh,
that,
so
I just want to know if anyone else is starting to climb after him, or is he waiting? You wait until Aelin gets to the top and then the next person goes, or like what's the deal?
Is it a rope ladder only still?
It's
So
rope
right now, that's all that's happened. Is Aelin's got halfway up and Quillen's gone to the top and landed. So
Yeah,
so far there's no rope drop down yet, but there will be shortly because Quillen's at the top.
I want to kind of look at the body is kind of right underneath this.
It's like 20. It's like 20 feet out from the base
Oh, okay.
of the ladder.
That's all right. Then I'm not going near.
You guys kind of like saw it on the way to the ladder.
I want to be one of the later ones because I'm concentrating on currently feather falling. Yeah, I'm doing that again. So I want to be towards the end.
Yeah, same thing with me, so that I can guide people as they go up.
So either Blackwind or Donnaquin, one of you guys.
Donnie. Well, I want to wait for the rope actually to come down.
Yeah, if you want to wait for the rope, that's fine. Or Donnaquin, do you want to try climbing?
No, I'd probably wait.
Okay. So at the top then, Aelin, you continue climbing, so give me a climb check for that. Quillen turns around and so you've got rope. Are you holding it? Are you trying to tie it off to something first?
No, I mean, I'll take a quick look around.
That's a sleight of hand.
While I'm looking around, I mean, so I get up there, I drop one end, and then I will start looking around as I'm anchoring it to my arm. If I happen to notice anything nearby and that looks solid that I could tie it to, I will. But otherwise, I'm just gonna
try to anchor yourself, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. If you can give me a perception check, dropping the rope. So 50-foot coil.
Yeah.
So-
I thought that the ropes were 100 feet.
Coils are
No,
up for 50
only
feet.
if you
Oh.
only if you time together.
Oh, never mind.
Which we have 6 things of rope. You could have grabbed 2.
Yeah, if I had thought about that, I would have. For some reason, I thought they were 100 feet.
Well, I mean, I don't
Yeah.
care. If you have enough rope, you can say you tied them together. Like,
Sure.
if the plan was to have rope that was long enough, you would know.
Yes,
so.
I wanted rope that was going to reach
Get
down
up there,
to the, down
10
to the
feet
ground.
down. Oh shit!
Yeah.
Son of a...
This is my skipping rope, not my climbing rope. Okay,
My
so
hanging rope.
you toss
Sorry,
this. It falls past Aelin as Aelin deftly just climbs the rest of the way up without having to use the rope. He just keeps going to the top.
It's like you're a spider.
Quillen, as you're kind of like you kind of like glance around, seeing no immediate danger, you turn and throw the rope down, kind of wrapping around your wrist. There's nothing in the immediate vicinity. There might be something further back in the cave somewhere, but there's nothing immediately that you can see that you could tie it to. Really, like you could tie it to the top of the ladder, but would that be more secure than the ladder itself?
No, probably not.
So you kind of just anchor with your own kind of weight, maybe putting your foot like against like a small rock or something, and just kind of leaning back. While you are doing that, I need you to roll initiative, please, the whole party.
Well,
Because
he's
while you
occupied.
didn't see them in the dark when you landed up there, the spiders in the cave saw you.
Yeah.
Sure.
You rolled badly, and I think you're out of my area. So. Oh my god. Well, I guess I'm going up last. Hey, you beat my 2.
3 and a 4.
3 and 4.
To be honest, it was surprising to see like 2 14s.
Jesus, we rolled low as a group.
Oh.
2, 4, 6, 10, 16, 16.
Even our stealth was a 4, a 3, a 7, a 5. So Gerald was the superstar, and so was Aelin.
Yeah. Oh, spiders.
All right.
Really should have invested in a grappling hook.
We had one.
Oh.
Now it's boots
It's
or a bag of holding.
Oops, bag of holding. Wand.
Open. Minimize. I can move away. This can go there. Okay, let me... I know it's going to be black until you are on the map. Right? You can't see anything, right?
Yep.
So, Archie, you're down at the bottom. Donna Quinn, you're down at the bottom. Aelin, you have just arrived up on the top here. Or I guess you're on the top of the ladder, like right here. Jonah, you are down at the bottom.
Black void. Nobody.
Quillen, you're probably like right there because you're like bracing yourself, kind of. And where's Blackwood? Blackwood's down at the bottom. He was waiting for the rope too. Gerald is down at the bottom waiting for Archie to tell him what to do. Round 1, fight!
Miss.
Fuck it. Move, you fucker! There. Okay, ready? giant spider scuttles out.
Oh.
Oh, you got map? Oh.
What?
Yeah, it's still black for me.
What?
Yeah, I see my token on
Oh,
the map, but it's
shit.
still all black.
Oh, they didn't.
But
Okay, hold on. I gotta.
I also can't see into the cave. I think just because of the square I'm on.
yeah, is there like a line of sight thing happening? That's...
Maybe.
Hold
This
on.
is not great.
Good thing I climbed
Can
up there with it.
There we go.
You
Yeah,
see
there
now?
we go.
I had to enable the ambient light so that you could actually see.
Gotcha.
Otherwise,
To
it was
be
just.
clear, I do not have a third character prep.
Jump off the edge. I'll featherfall you.
Yeah.
You
So
don't need to feather.
this creature rushes around the corner, and you're surprised, but it doesn't. It's not an unseen attacker.
Am I?
No, you're not. Just as it runs around the corner, Brad, suddenly, your warhammer
shit.
kind of
My
emits.
my spider sense.
Oh,
Oh,
kind of
it.
emits a little bit of a buzzing warning sound, and you turn just in time to negate the surprise. But unfortunately, it does still go first in the initiative order. So
Sure.
it rushes around the
Sure, Nick.
corner. You are prepared. Now, I have to ask. You're holding the rope in one hand, so I'm assuming you don't have your shield out.
No, I've got my warhammer in my belt.
Yeah.
And I've always got my shield.
So it's shield and rope.
It's shield and rope.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Okay, so it attacked you. It bites at your face.
Shield. Rope. Some right.
But it can't do it.
You're right winged.
Yeah. No hand. They're doing their talons, but
That's fair.
Archie, you're
Oh,
60 feet
Jesus.
down. You can't see what's going on over that ledge up there, but you.
Yeah.
I don't know how loud is your warhammer. What's the radius? It says it prevents surprise in this. Doesn't it say doesn't it have a radius for the warning?
yeah, no. Anyone within 30 feet of me knows.
30 feet. Yeah.
So not me.
So Aelin, all of you on the bottom don't get that warning, so you don't know what's going on because not only are they above the lip, but you don't hear the warhammer either. So, I guess you just wait for the rope.
Yep. Pretty much.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, I would imagine if we're in combat, I am dodging.
Well, here's a question.
Like, you know.
I used my. I understand that we weren't in initiative order when I said I was going up, but if, let's just say hypothetically we were, I used my movement to get up there and my action to
Throw the rope.
To throw the rope. So, could we say that it's made its way down, or will it make its way down on my turn?
I mean, no, it's down. You toss the rope down. It's already down.
All right.
Yeah, you're holding the one end and the other hand is down.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
I'm hoping people don't fall.
You spend your turn hoping people don't fall.
Yep. And Gerald spends his turn standing there.
The spider and Quillen just
Protect.
disappeared for me.
That's weird.
I think it's a line of sight thing with the entrance of the cave with where I am.
Yeah, because you're kind of on the lip.
Does that
Yeah.
help?
Yes, but I can't see them. I can just see the cave.
Okay, I don't know. That's bizarre.
Elevation problems.
Well, it rushes over and it bites as well. This time barely missing you, Quillen. As it snaps at you. Donna Quinn, you're also unaware of the current situation up top because nobody's gone that can say anything yet. So I guess you hang out.
You were next, though.
Yeah,
He
you
was
were
next
you
to
were going to
climb.
start climbing and the rope has dropped down. So I guess with no other information, I don't see why you wouldn't keep climbing.
Well,
I was
okay.
going to I was going to guide him, give him guidance, but it's not my turn yet.
He
Can
did
I
say
do that
that
as a
that's what you were gonna
reaction?
do.
Like-
Oh, we could say that last turn you guided him knowing he's going next.
Okay.
That makes
Sure,
sense.
that's fine. So yeah, so it is a. So you're climbing the rope, or are you using the ladder?
Oh,
Because you were.
Which
Well,
one?
the plan was to use the ladder, and then the rope was like, if the ladder
like a
breaks,
safety
grab on,
net.
right?
Yeah,
You know, yeah. Or
Is help.
if you're looking at that ladder, going, I don't trust that, or whatever. You
Hmm.
know.
Well,
Gonna-
so
a
it's
slight
up to you,
cut.
Donaquin. Are you gonna use the rope, use the ladder, and just kind of have the rope next to it to
yeah, I'll
grab
just do
onto?
it. I'll start with the ladder.
Okay, so it's a dexterity athletics check to pick your way up this rickety ladder.
Dexterity?
Yeah, dexterity athletics. I don't know if you have proficiency. If not, it's just a dex check.
I don't have proficiency.
Okay.
Turtle.
I'm a turtle.
Yeah, but it's fine. You move. What's your speed? 30.
Yep.
So with a double move, you'll move 30 feet up because it's climbing is half speed.
He was also guided, so he had a plus.
I know it doesn't matter though. You made it. So
Doesn't matter.
that's why I didn't care. I didn't roll because you beat.
You can choose to use it later, though. Another skill for a minute.
Mm.
Yeah, so Donaquin, you pick your way up, following Aylin's example, avoiding the more rickety ones, and you're about halfway up. So I'm just gonna move you kind of here. You're kind of technically below Aylin, but you know what I mean.
Okay. Just
A wolf
Just keep
spider rushes
dodging.
over and continues past, disappearing down this little side passage here.
that can't be good.
He's off to sound the alarm.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Just keep dodging, Quillen. Just
You
keep.
see another wolf spider comes out. I'm gonna keep him in that square so we can target him. But he climbs out on the roof above the other wolf spider, and kind of like tries to bite you from above, Quillen. Unfortunately, you weren't expecting the attack from above, and it just jams into you, dealing a little bit of damage. 6 points piercing, and forcing a con save for poison. Which you succeed with a 19.
Sweet baby Jesus.
He's got it's because of his aura of protection. He's got an extra +2 on saves. So, which by the way, Aylin, you also have because you're within 10 feet of him.
Right.
Yeah, so you succeed against the poison. Does the poison do anything on a fail? I don't think it does anything on a fail with this creature. If the poison takes or half as much on a success. Okay, so you do take 4 points of poison damage, but while your wound kind of numbs slightly, you don't seem to. No paralysis sets in.
I don't turn to stone immediately.
No, that's if you rolled a nat 1 on the save. You turned to
Ah,
stone.
gotcha.
They're stone blood spiders.
Yeah.
So Aylin, you're kind of like at the top of this ladder here. What do? You
Medusa
move
spiders.
over?
Yeah, I just kind of climb up the rest of the way, and I go, oh shit. And
Hey, how's it going?
I'm going to use a bonus action to activate my astral arms. And for my action, I'm going to attempt to grapple the spider in front of me.
Ooh, okay.
Which I can use wisdom for because the arms.
It will.
So-
It can use Dex to avoid.
Acrobatics or athletics, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And it's opposed checks, right?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Nice.
Not bad, not bad.
No. Yeah, you got him.
I'm going to, while holding him, jump off of the ledge. And
Oh
drag him.
shit.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
I'm going to try and land on top of him, but I don't really care because I don't think I'm going to take any damage from this fall.
Oh, that's so cool.
Love it.
Do I know not to feather fall my brother, or that's the question?
Have you ever used this before in front of Archie?
Yeah, I mean, I've jumped off of stuff before.
I guess it's
Plenty
just
of
like,
times.
do I know your limitations? Like, yeah, this is
I
fine.
mean, I don't know my limitations.
That's why I'm doing this.
Okay, so
Also, the question is, do I even see you, or do I just see Spider?
Yeah,
Well,
good
60
point.
feet up.
That's what I mean. Like, if the spider's
Yeah.
under you, I don't even see you. I just see the spider
You
coming
might see
down.
the astral arms.
Maybe. My
Yeah.
perception's
Think
shit.
low.
So
I've only got dark vision to 30 feet.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, I wouldn't... I don't think I'd react fast enough, but that's your call, Corey.
well, if you don't think so, then no, you don't.
And-
Okay.
Oh, it's 60 feet, actually.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
my
that's what I'm gonna try and do.
Okay.
Jesus.
So if so you grapple as an attack, right? And then
Yeah.
you can move something with you. It's
I
not
can
an
move
opposed
half
roll,
my speed.
half your speed
Yeah.
and drag it with you, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah. So there's no you've got him. So you pull him and just jump off the end. Okay.
Ooh, I love it.
Like a spider was expecting you to.
How far out do you jump? Do you like jump out or do you just jump like off the end, like do you or do you jump like because you? The reason I ask is because Jonah's directly below you.
I mean, I'm not that strong, so I feel like I wouldn't be able to pick up the spider and jump far with it.
It's like leaning back.
But I mean, you
Yeah,
could
it's
jump,
kind of more of a suplex than a,
you
than a
could
Yeah,
jump.
yeah,
back
exactly.
this direction, though, right?
No. Well,
I,
I'm gonna jump out there.
I'm just going. I don't really,
Okay.
I don't really
Get
know
hit
what's
with the
below me.
spider.
All right. Well, you and the spider fall backwards 60 feet,
What the hell?
slamming into the ground. I will allow.
Tonic was like, what?
Yeah, I'm focusing
Right.
on Donequin falling. Aelin's already up
so
top.
I just meant Quillen's at the top, just fending off spiders with his shield, holding onto the rope with the other. Aelin just grabs the spider and falls backwards off of the thing, sailing past Donequin, who's climbing the ladder.
Love it.
And potentially landing on Jonah. Jonah, if you can make, you could use your reaction as a dexterity save. I'd allow acrobatics check, whichever one you want, to try to avoid the falling.
Or a deck save. Oh, they're the same.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah. So you at the last moment. So yeah, you use your reaction, kind of like avoid Aelin and Spider. So what happens here? 60-foot fall.
Yeah.
You're both gonna take fall damage, but you have a thing.
Yeah.
So the
I
first
negate
10
30 hit points of fall damage.
The thing.
30 hit points.
Yep.
30
Oh.
points of fall damage.
I thought not 30 feet worth, 30 hit points worth.
30 hit points. Yep.
Shit. Okay. And fall damage. What's fall damage again?
1d6 per 10 feet. And it maxes at 20d6.
6. So
So
this is like
So it'd be
66.
66.
66.
I think the maxing out at 20d6 is meaning that, although monks are different,
Terminal
they are
velocity.
very. Yeah. Well, it's just like, okay, you're at 200 feet.
And this is Wolf Spider 1, right? Yeah, you slam into the ground and the wolf spider just explodes like a grape. And you kind of just roll to the side, stand up.
And then I'm gonna use my second attack.
You got something on.
Just hit it with my staff. And I'm gonna say, Quilla needs help up there.
Amazing.
Hey, Aelin, you got a little something on your face.
That is inspiration worthy.
I was like, pretty awesome.
I'd like it.
I was like, you
Yeah.
gotta stall with these spiders. I can't get past them. And I'm gonna like punch them a couple times and block the ladder. I'm like, no, I'll just fucking jump off with it.
I
I'm
don't need to be
gonna
up
use my turn to just stand up and clap.
Wow.
But next time, do that non-lethally.
Spider kill of the year.
Am I surprised?
No,
No.
Oh, that's a good
no,
point.
no, I don't think. Well, actually, it's a good
We
point.
all.
I mean, No, I don't think. Yes, you know what? I think yes, you are surprised. Donovan still
Okay.
moved because he was doing that anyways, but everybody else was just waiting down there. So technically, you're surprised by what happened. But now you know there's something going on up there. So I guess that
We-
yeah.
Can we even recognize what just came down with Halen?
So Quillen,
Like-
there's no weight pulling on the rope at this point, so you don't have to worry about being pulled off. But
Okay.
yeah, your hand is holding rope, your other one's holding shield. So
Yeah. Well, I am going to.
Grapple the spider and
How does using a shield as a weapon work?
you
I
can't.
think you need feet.
You can't. Okay.
No.
Can't do that.
There's certain classes that give you like shield bashes and stuff, but it's not core. You could
Okay.
shove. I would allow you to do a shove action with a shield, like push something away from you. That'd be
I
fine.
think that there's a shield specialist.
I think there's a
master.
shield
Yeah.
feet. Yeah,
There's
shield
something that
master
allows you to
allows
attack with it and do damage,
to-
but
to bounce or
I want to
something.
be Captain America.
That would be a
Slice
certain
their-
magic item, I think.
Slice
I think
their
there's a
heads
shield.
off.
Would be fun.
But instead,
Boomerang shield.
I am going to. I'm going to command the spider in front of me to flee.
I don't know if you can. Command. The spell has no effect if the target is undead or it doesn't understand your language. So you can only command things that can speak the same languages as you.
I can speak spider.
Teach me how to do it. I'll do it.
Translate.
But you would know that before you attempt it. So.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to take the dodge action.
Okay.
Smart. I like it.
And then I'm just gonna lean over and just be like, get up here.
doing the shout whisper.
We're not even there anymore.
Danger!
Like,
Danger!
You get up here. You get up here. Get up here now.
All right, Blackwood, so you're aware. Well, I guess. Well, no, just like Jonah. Actually, you guys are surprised. So round 2, nobody is surprised now. Archie, do you have an action you want to take?
Well, the spider's dead. I can't see anything going on up top.
Get up here.
Blow up your familiar.
Send an exploding bird up.
I was gonna, yeah, I could, but that's
I
Jesus.
just mean wherever. It doesn't matter. I just hate that. I
Well,
just hate that
Adrenaline's
bird.
really high right now.
How would you feel about her blowing up birds?
So what do you do?
yeah. I'm going to just hold. I'm gonna hold a Toll the Dead if I see any spiders.
Okay. So you are holding Toll the Dead for any spider that comes within your line of sight.
Yep. Pretty
Okay.
much.
Okay.
I think 60 feet.
Your shield master gives you a push action.
Wolf spider attacks. Did you put dodge on you? Yeah, you
I did.
Attacks you. What are the chances he hits you? Very low. He misses. Donaquin, you're halfway up. Aelin just fell behind you. Quillen leaned over and said, "Get up here!" You're 30 feet down, so you're gonna need another check to continue, unless you want to try to cast a spell or something while you're on the ladder. But you'll need another check to get the rest of the way up if you want to continue the climb.
There's no way else I can see anything else if it's going there to cast a spell, so I might as well continue.
Yeah, you can see Quillen because he's at the edge there, so you can just barely see him, but you can't see the spiders behind him.
I guess I will continue on of my way up the lead.
Okay. It's a dex check. Yep. It's fine.
Good old 10.
Double move. You're at the top of the ladder. Yeah, you can now see two big giant spiders, one on the roof and one on the floor, that seem to be hostilely gesturing at Quillen.
Gesturing.
What, fingering him? Like, giving
Whoa.
him the bird?
Another spider comes racing out of the side on the wall and attacks. Ree! Donaquin.
What?
What? Do I have a thing? I do have a thing. Hold on. Hold.
Oh,
I have a reaction.
Okay.
He's reacting.
What is it?
Okay.
He's just
I'm
back.
going to use my reaction, but go ahead and do your thing.
Well, does it
You can
affect?
still-
So is it after damage?
It's after
hit?
damage, yes.
Okay.
All right. Plonk. 3 points of piercing damage.
Might as well. Yeah, I use my reaction to intercept that that attack.
Continue.
And what's our proficiency bonus right now? Is it 3?
3.
Yep.
Yeah, you take no damage.
Awesome. Thank you, Flame.
So it just does proficiency.
It lowers the
It's one
damage
die.
by
It's 1 die
proficiency.
10 plus proficiency bonus.
Oh, that it lowers the amount
it
from.
just lowers the damage.
Exactly.
And if the
So what
damage
happens if
is
there's? Sorry.
if the damage is 0, then there's no
to a minimum of 0 damage. Yeah.
yeah,
Nice.
but the poison.
It gives him hit points back. Woo!
Does it still force poison?
That's up to you.
What's it called?
Okay, so it's
No, it
interception is my fighting style. When a creature you can see hits a target other than you within 5 feet of you with an attack, you can use your reaction to reduce the damage the target takes by 1 die 10 plus your proficiency bonus to a minimum of 0 damage. You must be wielding a shield or simple or martial weapon to use this react. That's all it says.
So even if it forced the poison, you would reduce into that amount too, because it's all one. It's just damage.
Perhaps
It just says damage. It doesn't say damage of that
yeah, because it is
of that
you're
attack.
right, 'cause
it says reduces the
Yeah,
damage.
I'm not gonna worry
with
about the
no
poison.
qualifiers.
Next wolf, it attacks Quillen. I'm not gonna worry about the poison. It doesn't make sense to me if it didn't do damage with the bite. How does it deliver the poison? That makes no sense. So,
yeah, I would
miss.
say like thematically, flavor wise, I intercepted the attack completely with my shield.
Yeah.
All right.
You're on the ground in spider group.
Is there like there's a line of people waiting to go up too?
Well,
Donaquin's at the top.
You've got
Nobody's
two
on the
avenues.
ladder.
Wait, what's the range on Toll the Dead?
60.
What's your dark vision?
60.
I think you can see the wolf spider. It's a giant spider. It's a medium creature and it's on the edge. I think you see it. I think you'll go off.
Okay.
It's just at the edge of your range. It's at the edge of the range of the spell. It's 60 feet up. So yeah, I think you can do it.
Oh boy, it's a wisdom save.
It fails.
Huzzah!
It's not injured.
Has it been? It's not injured. Okay.
Nope. It's dead. So the spider like rushes around the corner, bites at Donaquin, gets deflected by a shield, and then a bell goes boom. It just slumps over. Aelin, it's now your turn. Sorry.
Yeah, you know,
That's what you get for attacking Dawn. It's my
I
buddy.
think I'm not so worried anymore. I think I'm just gonna kind of wander over and get in line.
Back of the line.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go again.
I think
Jump
he's
in the
doing
line.
well
Back the body in time.
though. I guess I'll dodge
Okay.
just
sure.
in case.
Jonah, you're at the bottom. What do you do?
I will use a first level spell slot to mix up a potion of flight.
Ooh.
And then
Okay.
I will get in line as well.
All right.
I mean, there's two avenues. There's the ladder and the rope.
It's true.
Yeah, I don't want to cut in front of
Okay.
Blackwind.
I mean, I'm purposefully not taking out my weapon because I'm holding this rope, but okay.
To be fair, if we know you're fighting, none of us are gonna want to try and pull you off either.
Well,
Well,
Also, not a
Quillen,
lot of room up there.
here you are, holding a rope and a shield. What do you do?
I'm gonna take the dodge action again.
Love it.
Let these guys just just waste their energy bashing into me.
All right. Well, Blackwind, you're next in line to climb the ladder. Would you
Ryan
like
fell
to?
asleep.
Or I'll climb the rope.
You're climbing-
Because
Nice.
I just don't trust that. Even though Donovan weighs more than me, but I'm
Okay.
better with climbing a
Oh.
rope than I am a rope ladder.
All
The
right.
ladder was
How much does you and your gear weigh?
I weigh 194, and then I'm carrying another 46 pounds, I believe.
So about 250. What's your maximum lift, Brad?
Quillen goes flying down.
Just hang them down.
They look frozen. I know this well, 'cause I freeze often.
Lift.
He's 14 strength, so
Man,
Isn't
good
he?
thing I didn't grab the rope.
So his lift is 420. So plus his own gear. How much does he have? 56 because he put all his stuff down, and then so 56 plus.
66.
Yeah, so he can hold you.
Yeah, I'm
They
66.
both dropped.
carry.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah. So Quillen is plenty strong enough to hold you and your gear's weight and not have to worry about being pulled off. He's strong enough to do that. So you can just go ahead and make your athletics check if you're climbing the rope.
Yes. Zoom.
Easy peasy. You make it halfway up.
Oh, God.
So I'll
Now
move-
you feel some.
I'll
You
move
feel
you
some
here.
tugging.
It's Hydra. I can't change.
Brad and Lisa exploded.
What's going on?
You feel some stress on the rope. What the?
Liz is back.
Hi.
Oh,
Well-
what?
Yeah, it's back.
Well, that's a double move anyways for you, Ryan, unless you have anything else you want to do. You want to do tireless or anything like that?
Nope. No, I'm good right now.
Okay. Gerald, so then it's back to Archie. So, yeah, I just calculated Quillen has the strength to hold Blackwind's and his gear's weight.
Okay.
So, because his maximum lift is 420, Blackwind and his gear weigh about 250. So, he can lift up to 420, so you can hold on to Blackwind no problem.
Okay, cool.
So, without a strength check or anything. So, Blackwind climbs halfway up holding the rope. Or on the rope. So obviously you feel it, 250 pounds of pull, but you're strong.
Oh Jesus!
Archie, you are next.
Yeah, F it. I'll climb the rope. I'll jump ahead of my brother in line. Gerald's.
Or the rope ladder.
The ladder, not the rope. The ladder. I'm not gonna put two of us on.
But there's also different skills too, so you might. Although I guess you're equally good.
I am equal. I'm equal in both. It's fine. Come on.
I don't know why
Load,
the
buddy.
cameras are frozen.
Our cameras are frozen?
No.
It's just glorious for some reason.
Oh.
Just flipping to a different scene and back.
Ooh.
Put me
We
on.
were sponsored by the Avengers.
Sweet. Maybe we will get that Captain America shield.
Yes.
I could
Is it fixed? Yeah. I think it's
re-roll
fixed.
my artificer class.
Right.
I can be Iron Man.
That is true.
Hell yeah.
Okay, sorry. So what's going on?
Forward.
You're
Archie's
I'm trying
climbing.
to decide. Yeah. Archie's not gonna climb. Archie's just gonna move over here, hold Toll of the Dead again in case I see a spider, and motion for Aelin to go up.
Okay.
Quick aside, I was looking through magic items earlier today and found someone made stat cards as of all of the Infinity Stones
As magic items?
as legendary magic items. Yeah,
That's cool.
That'll be fun.
That's cool.
Are
Uh,
just
giant,
legendary?
Giant Spider 3 bites at Quillen but cannot do shit against your defenses.
You're just like playing the peekaboo game. Peekaboo.
Donquin is at the top. He's made it. What does he do?
Is one of the spiders is on the roof, right? Is that number 4?
Yeah, number 4 is on the roof, just like 5 feet up from the number 3.
Okay. Then so I will target that and throw it on some Thorn Whip.
Okay. Whip it good.
I did it just roll 2.
I don't know.
I don't know why, but it did.
Either way you hit.
You got him either way. And
Nice.
the whip just kind of whips out and just slashes and tears off like half of its legs and kills
Can
it.
Can it just attach to it also, and I can throw it also? Oh, I can't throw it that far.
Sure, we'll say. Yeah, you grab it, you whip it, and it just kind of goes back over your head and sails down.
Right on Archie.
I was hoping.
Right on Archie.
Yeah, because
not afraid. of
Archie is showered in like spider bits and guts.
God.
It's not nice, is it?
my snack.
I don't have prestidigitation today.
All days.
Got
All days.
Got him.
Wow, I really thought those things
sorry.
would be tougher.
Sean, are you gonna stay there, standing on the edge, or do you want to move in a little bit, or stay there? It's up to you.
Definitely got spider kill of the year.
I don't. There's nowhere else. The only other place I can move is forward, right?
Yeah, basically. So.
I guess I have time. I can look down and see if there's anybody else climbing up.
So far Blackwind is halfway up, and so. Yeah, Blackwind's halfway up the ladder.
He's the only one that's on the ladder, yeah.
So far, yeah.
No, I'm not gonna move closer and so like that. It's fine.
Okay, Aelin.
Blackwind is on the rope or the ladder?
He's on the rope, so he's kind of like right next to the ladder.
I'm on the rope.
I will start climbing the ladder.
All right. Roll
Hello,
dexterity. Easy. You make it up
Hello.
halfway, double move.
Hello.
Yeah, going for another trip.
You hang out here much?
Jonah.
Try not to.
Question. So, Toll of the Dead. Is that like a literal like big bell sound? Like a?
It's not
Did I
like a thunderous thing.
heard it?
It's just around the creature. It's not like it doesn't reverberate out.
Yeah, it's not like Thunderous Smite where it
Thunder
creates an
wave.
explosion that can be heard 200 miles away or whatever.
Sure. Yeah. I will move towards the base of the ladder.
Okay.
And then I'm actually going to use my perception check or my action to make a perception check to see if any of the terror birds or terror folk have seen the commotion.
Sure. Roll. You're gonna have a -5 because of the lighting, because they're beyond the range of your.
Okay.
Well, except for the one that's like hovering just above you. No, just kidding.
Picks me up.
It's like tapping you on the shoulder, like, hi.
One of the spiders hit it on the way down.
Yeah, I mean, you looking up, there might be terrorfolk up there, but you can't see. It's just too dark.
Sure.
Or spiders? Is it
I
more
don't
spiders?
think I have a bonus action, so I'll pass the turn.
Okay. Quillen, you're holding a rope that has Blackwind's weight on it.
This is number 3. That's the one that's above, right?
Nope.
It's on the
No,
ground.
I got that one.
All right, then, yeah. Hey, it's been working.
Just tank
Well,
it.
but I'm gonna look up at it and just go as menacingly as a beak can go.
Hey, birds are scary.
It's just
Yeah.
kind of like.
Do you have teeth? If you have teeth, birds
No,
with teeth are scary.
Eric Coker did not have teeth. That's too freaky. just a normal set of like denture, like grin. Okay,
It's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles live action. You can see the mouth inside the mouth of the turtle.
No.
Oh, geez, that would be awful.
Or first pass Sonic the Hedgehog live action.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Blackwind skillfully scales the rest of the rope. You are at the top, sir. It's getting crowded.
I don't.
I'll move out of
Yeah,
the way.
I don't know where I would be. So
Yeah, you're kind of.
I'd be right there.
Yeah, you're kind of like here. Aylin's technically on the ladder, halfway down below you.
Yeah.
Oh,
So Donovan's
right.
beside you. Quillen's there. As he pulls himself up over the ledge, the weight lets off your arm a bit.
Actually, if anything, could I just grab the rope from you?
I mean, you could if you want. If Quillen wants to just hand it off to you.
I see there's a spider right in front of him, so I mean, aside the fact I could reach it, but I give it a tug and see if he lets go of it.
Brad,
Sorry, what?
Blackwind's offering to take the rope from you so you can do your thing.
Oh,
now that he's up here.
No, go ahead.
Okay. I mean,
I got.
Blackwind tugs on it, and Quillen goes, "Yeah, I'm holding on to it."
all right.
Yep, I got this, man.
Got a good grip.
All right.
That's all my turn can be.
Oh, I don't know why
double
Gerald's
action.
at the end. Gerald should be after you.
Gerald would be over by me when I moved over, probably.
Sure.
Gerald starts
He's also
climbing the rope.
covered in
Holy.
He's covered by
He's also covered in spiders. Thanks for
Oh,
that.
I effed up the whole initiative order now. Okay, Okay, it's Archie's turn. You're still down at the bottom now that you've got some guts on you.
Ugh.
So Aylin's halfway up. Blackwind and Donovan, you can see them standing on the ledge up there. What do you do?
Big shell.
I'm gonna take a cue from Jonah and try and peer up past. I saw him do it, and I'm like, you know what? That's a good idea.
Do you see something?
Okay.
Yeah.
Make a perception
I can't.
check.
I don't see bad. This is gonna go great. Oh, but -5, right?
Yeah, you're looking up there, but I mean, you can barely make out them on the edge of the ledge. So.
Yeah. So I'm just
and
whispering
then
to
above
Jonah,
that,
like,
directly above you, is there's like a beacon at the top. It's just kind of like flickering up there.
Well,
so it's kind of like, do I see any
hoping to
shadows
see-
pass in front of it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I'm just like leading to Jonah. I'd be like, I can't see anything. Can you see anything?
Not yet.
That's
Giant
my
wolf
Can't
spider
hear me
number
either.
3 attacks with fervor on Quillen.
turn.
Who's Ferber?
Aww.
Love
Donovan.
it. Get him.
The
Please
other
don't.
guy wolf formal down.
Oh,
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I am so getting covered in spider goo again.
Quadruple ones.
Sean's getting better at that whipping thing.
Another spider.
Flip it across the board.
You're looking up.
What is going on?
I can't see anything.
Donna Quinn's been practicing his whipping.
That's right.
It's like, oh, I forgot to do the cracking the whip part. I just kind of threw the rope at it.
Well, we'll clear initiatives because there's no more danger right now. Nothing else. You don't. So far, you haven't seemed to attract any attention. You don't hear anything else coming down. Even with a relatively short. I mean, that was only like 30 seconds, not even, right? It was a very short time. Brief skirmish. But we do have to get the rest of you to the top here. So, what's the plan? So Aylin's already climbing. Blackwood moves past Quillen into the cave. Aylin, give me one last climb check to get to the top, or dexterity check, I mean.
Yep.
Yeah. So Aylin will make it to the top. You are up top. I'm just gonna move you here for now.
Up top, girls.
Which leaves just Jonah and Archie and Gerald to climb up.
Mhm.
Do you want to go first so I can bless you guys? Bless.
Sure.
Guide you guys.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I'd wait till Aelin gave the thumbs up, but then yeah, I'll send Gerald up the rope and I'll take the ladder. We'll go up together.
How heavy is your joke?
Okay,
I will-
so Archie is getting guided and going up the ladder.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so make a dexterity check as you climb the ladder.
The ladder.
Or dexterity, if you've got athletics. I don't think you do, though, right?
I do not.
Nicely done. You make it halfway up without an issue. Gerald is also climbing a rope, so he can make a check too. Yeah, Gerald makes it halfway up too. Jonah, are you waiting until they get to the top so you can take, or are you going up the ladder
Yeah.
or the rope?
And then I'll go up the ladder last, guiding myself. Give myself a pep
Okay.
talk.
Okay, Archie, if you want to make a second check, and then Jonah can make a check.
Oh,
Oh,
Well, I'd actually wait till she got all the way up.
okay.
I'm sorry.
Archie, climbing up the ladder, you get, you start to go up, and you, the slats that you're holding, the full weight of it just pulls right off, and you just find yourself like wheeling backwards in the air and falling.
I cast Featherfall.
no, grab
What?
the,
What?
or you grab the rope.
Gerald's beside me. I guess I could. No, I don't. I didn't give him a command. Would he try and grab me if he's climbing up the rope beside me?
No.
Okay.
Not unless you told him to, which you didn't.
Well, you could argue that his default
His
is to
default is
you.
protect me. But
He's not that smart though.
All right, fair enough.
He's
got
protecting
an
from attackers,
intellect
not from
three.
tripping over things or falling on things. So yeah, Archie, you
fair.
are falling. It's going. So it's about like a 40-foot fall. So you're gonna feather fall?
Yeah. I'm gonna roll Gerald's. Yeah, he's fine. He just watches me fall.
Gerald continues his last command and just carries on up the rope to the top as you fall and slowly float down towards the ground. Whee!
Yeah, I will feather fall myself down. Shit.
Archie lands. Jonah, did you roll a check? Did I see? No, not yet. If you want to roll your dex check to climb the ladder as well.
No, I'll wait for Archie to go up again.
Oh, okay. Sure.
I'll wait.
So Archie floats down as Jonah's standing there. She kind of like lands.
So nobody's using the rope anymore?
One of those
Yo,
nights.
I'm gonna use the rope. Try the rope this time. The ladder failed me.
Yeah, and there's a broken section of ladder about halfway up that looks harder to climb than it was before. So yeah, if you want to climb up the rope instead, that gets you halfway.
Yeah, I don't.
Wouldn't use his action to pull her up as well with the rope.
I was gonna do that for the last person.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm stronger than I am dexterous.
Dexterous.
Okay, Jonah, you're the only one. Everybody else has made it to the cave.
All right, I'll
We're
go to the
all
rope.
watching.
I'll tie it around my waist and I'll give two yanks.
And I'm just gonna I'll set my shield down and I will just
Sure.
pull him up.
Yeah, no
And as
problem.
Jonah gets to the top,
you can
Archie's
lift him
just
in all
like-
of his gear easily. You just
Yeah.
takes you a few minutes, but you pull him all the way up with the rope.
A few minutes? Oh jeez. All right.
It's 60 feet. You're
I
pulling
know.
dead weight.
I'm helping.
It's not like 10 seconds to.
He's helping. He's like jumping on it. Like I'm making myself lighter for a second.
you guys have made it into this cave. You don't seem to have attracted attention at this point. A quick look around the cave, because I know you guys are crafty people. There doesn't seem to be any more spiders living here, nor is there anything of value in the cave. It's just like stone and some webs and maybe some small like bits of bones and stuff like that. Nothing really of value. The only other way out from where you are is across this very easy to traverse, I'm not going to bother with any rolls, 10-foot deep kind of just pit there. and then there is another ladder that leads up here. Getting to the bottom of it and looking up, you can see it is completely pitch black down here, and it goes up further than the range of your sight. It disappears into darkness more than 60 feet up on this ladder. The opening of the hole is probably about, it's like a medium creature could climb up inside of it, but it's kind of like this like pretty narrow tube to climb up there.
I am going to spend another key point and activate the visage of the astral self. This one's going to be a little more subdued, so it's just going to kind of be my eyes glowing behind the mask. But I have a dark vision of 120 feet now.
Ah. Okay. I'm just going to move you guys
magical
up north
and
here
non-magical darkness.
Or is anybody staying near the edge to just keep an eye out, or?
No, we'll move on.
We're gonna group up, so you...
Okay.
I can, like, if we're completely sheltered to a degree, I'll also turn on the ring, just for a source of light, so it's easier to see.
I managed to get you all into the little room. You guys cluster at the back. Looking up the visage with your special powers, you can see that the ladder climbs about 100 feet and opens up into another cave, but you can't, because you're looking straight up, you can't really see.
Yeah.
Or actually, hold on. Where's the ladder?
Could send Al.
Can you give me a perception check as you're looking up there, just to see if you...
Yes. In the tower?
No, just general.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, and I mean, you don't see any obvious dangers, and you can't hear anything from up there. It's just too far. But you can see the ladder. The ladder looks similar, although it being inside, it looks like it hasn't been subject to the elements like the ones outside. So it looks sturdier and less likely to break or just collapse climbing this ladder. But it's about 100 foot. But we will see what happens in the rest of this place next time, because it is almost 10 o'clock, so we should wrap up for now. So you guys survived. You're like a quarter of the way or so up Firefinger, and so far nobody has died. That's good.
Yay, Corey hasn't killed us.
Haven't killed you. So let's just do our quick roundtable. It's almost 10, so let's try to we'll try to go through this pretty quick. Why don't we start with Aelin, because you never go first anymore.
How long until the whole party is Aarakocra? That should be our pool. No, it was a great session. I'm happy to be back. I missed this.
Yeah.
Love to meet Brad's new character. And just, yeah, I mean, all good all around. I thought that our sort of time at Kirsabal was good. Didn't feel like it dragged on. We kind of hit the highlights and then moved on, and our navigation stuff through the jungle was great. I think we've been pretty consistently good about that. I mean, the spider fight was fun. I'm glad I had a cliff I could jump off of. That was just fun. That was as enjoyable and exciting for me as whenever the day that you finally fire an arrow or something at me and I get to deflect missiles.
Someday.
It's also going to be very exciting.
It's going to be glorious.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Brad?
Yeah, really fun episode. Session. Yeah, Quillen is fun to play so far, and I thought everyone's banter back and forth in the beginning was fun, and John, inspiration for immediately trying to get Quillen on board with the
game.
With the game
Contest.
Play the game.
Yeah, travel went well. Yeah, no thorns. Good stuff.
Good. Liz?
Yeah, it was fun. Again, like Andre, glad to be back. If it didn't get done, inspiration to Andre for pulling him off the ledge because that was hilarious. I do also love that I've been covered in spider goo, and they are my biggest fear. So thanks for that, Sean.
Twice.
There was Archie was specifically not climbing up. She's like, "Oh no, you go first. You go, brother. You go up. I'll just wait here. I don't need to go up." Yeah. So thanks for that.
I didn't even catch that inspiration to Liz because this is very smoothly done.
You go. Hi. I have to stay at the back. I have to feather fall. I can't go up first. The spider fight I think actually was a lot of fun. It was easy, but I think because it was super easy, like it wasn't as like we thought. At least I thought it was going to be a lot more difficult, especially with the having everybody down below. I'm like, it's going to take 2 rounds to get anybody up there, you know. But it was really fun, just with the dodging and with the throwing them off of the edges and pulling them off. I just thought it was more fun, I think, than had it been a harrowing fight, and it's enjoyable to have that sometimes.
Yeah.
So that was really good. I like that a lot. And also with Firefinger, I'm happy it's designed the way it is. So when you were describing it, I thought they were shallow caves, like where a nest would be, and that was it. Everything else was like on the outside, and I'm like, there has to be an easier way. Jesus. But now that I understand how it actually is, it's much more practical in my head. So yeah. No thorns. I thought it was fun. The jungle was, everything felt smooth.
Cool. Sean?
Yeah, like I said, I liked it. Like I said, I liked the different talk on between people. Again, like I said, I liked the spider fight on stuff as well. It was quite interesting on stuff climbing up and a few people being up there and things happening on stuff. Really like that. Only thorn was just me coming and going, not being able to be here the whole time. That sucked for me, but other than that, it was good.
Excellent.
Thorn whip worked twice.
Yeah.
Thorn
whip
crit.
2 kills.
Yeah, it was good.
You just went.
I was so ready to do something else when I was up there, because like Lisa said, I thought it was going to be a bit harder. So I was like, okay, all right, I'm going to do this. And then the first spider went splat. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to do that no more.
All right.
That was really good.
John?
Yeah, so it was a great session. Lots of really key highlight moments. Lots of great interactions with role-playing from a whole bunch of people. A cool, badass monk shit moment. So I'd like to honestly give inspiration to everybody, because I think everybody had a really cool moment to shine. I'll give it to Donoquin for his backstory about we got a little bit more into his history, which is nice. I'd also give it to Liz for asking about it. That was a cool interaction, but she already got it. So, and I can't wait to learn more about Quinlan. Quillen?
Quillen.
Okay. Because it seems like a lot of fun. So
many new secrets.
I like his attitude.
Oh, sorry. Excellent. Ryan?
Oh, yeah. It was fun encounter. I would... Or nobody gave inspiration for Quillen yet, did they?
No.
Not yet.
Because for standing his ground and using his shield and just holding the rope.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
That was stoic. So, very stoic. And welcome to the... you had a tanky guy before, but now it seems like he's even more tank. Like, this is even super tanky.
Well, yeah, so this one is actually built to be a defender as opposed to Baz, who was...
So, welcome to the
built
world
to be
where you'll never get hit.
a bruiser kind
Bruiser.
of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
striker, a melee,
Yeah.
melee striker.
Well, the only time you'll
Yeah.
get hit now is when you get crit, Brad.
Crit. Yeah. Exactly, oh,
The
because-
the woes of the heavily armored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll
all
it'll
you
feel like,
need is adamantine armor,
yeah.
and there
And
you
a
go.
grave cleric. And
or be the cleric and wearing all that armor because
oh,
I
yeah,
was just like,
multi-class into grave cleric.
Yeah. If I
like
can,
that was
Oh my
clear
God.
it's like I'd be like, oh, nothing hits me, and then like, blam.
yeah,
Boom.
I can. If I can, if I can just make a metagamey kind of, slightly metagamey kind of comment to everyone, I'll do even better for everybody if you just be near me. Yeah.
Fair.
Sure.
I'm actually kind of jealous you got that fighting style because it's a new one, is it not?
It is.
Yeah, the
really-
interception.
basically
Yeah.
it's basically
It's so cool.
a different style of the protection fighting style.
Mm.
Yeah.
The protection fighting style, I can impose disadvantage on the attack.
That's what I use.
Yeah, and I think this one it's an interesting take on it. It's if it hits, you can lower the damage.
Yeah,
So
damage mitigation is a cool option that they
Does
don't
it
have a lot of.
scale?
It scales
No,
with
The D10
it scales
doesn't
with
scale?
proficiency.
with
Proficiency.
proficiency, yes.
Yeah,
Well,
still,
sure, but that's over the course of the game. You get
Yeah.
2 more.
But it doesn't. Yeah,
The D10 doesn't scale
The
up.
dice doesn't go up. So yeah,
Mm.
later game protection probably is a better option.
Gotcha.
possibly.
Yeah.
Well, because disadvantage a full miss versus.
Yeah,
Do paladins
Yeah.
get a second fighting style?
If they do, it's
probably-
really high.
Probably not, but it's also. I feel like most like Tasha's has just like general options for
can change it.
let them change fighting style on level up.
Retraining, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know
yeah.
mine is on every 4th level. I think I'm allowed to do it. So basically, on ASIs, I'm allowed to change it, and that's I kind of freaked out for a second. I'm like, oh shit, I don't think I was. Oh wait, I did it on that level anyway. So I'm only allowed to do it every so often. You can't do it at least for me. I can't do it every
It makes sense. Yeah.
level. But it's at least it's a nice option now, so you're not locked into something that doesn't make sense anymore. Which
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
I
Alright.
mean, yeah, technically you
Yeah.
can always do that with if your DM is up for it. Like I switched subclasses
Banned.
with my archer.
I ban it all.
So anyway, yeah, I like to say. Anyways, it was cool to see Quillen, so that's why, like I said,
Yeah.
it was an inspiration for him in the stoic nature.
Yeah, it's the first time I'm actually playing a paladin
Mhm.
ever, so it'll be a fun thing to try out, and definitely the first time I'm playing an Aarakocra.
There's no
Yeah.
way. There's no way you'll die before you get to do anything cool. It's too late. You already did. Okay. Well, for me,
What about you?
I had fun as well. I'm just always happy to be back. I love D&D. So, I'm excited. Firefinger's fun. I'm glad you guys just kind of we kind of got everything going and burned through the travel pretty quick. Helped that I didn't really roll very many encounters that were challenging at all. You found some Tej and some random bats was what I rolled in the jungle. But whatever, it was fun. Excited to see where you go next, and yeah, it'll be fun. So we will wrap up. That's where we'll end. Thank you so much for watching Magic Mythal, Tomb of Annihilation. We do live stream 4 p.m. Pacific time on Sundays on Twitch here, and the weekly sessions are posted up on YouTube as well. There's a link below my channel. If you enjoy spending the time, consider giving us a follow. Turn on your notifications. You'll see when we go live and see when new episodes come out, so you'll never miss one. Thanks again, and thank you again to all of my players. Welcome, Brad, your new character, and have a great night.
But